And we're live, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Easter if that's what you celebrate today. And if not, then thanks for joining us.
All
What's
right.
up?
Hello.
Yo.
It is
Hello.
great to have you along for the ride as always. What better thing could we have than to basically talk about, the word of Christ as well as of Tiamat. They seem like they're on par with each other, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All hail Tiamat.
So, where last we left off was essentially that you all were like about a good quarter to half day's journey to Elturel. You guys had pretty much been, seeing that it appears that the fans have pretty much started whatever their side of the plan is. Necessarily to what extent, you are unsure of. However, you did see a friendly sight of paladins and guards on your way to Elturel City. So,
And I triggered them.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yes, because when I get pulled over by the police, I pull out a gun and be like, "So what do I do with this?" Because then they go, "Why?
Never
That's
mind.
totally normal."
Yes.
Not just a gun, but like an AK-47 from I don't know, Russia.
And I don't know, it's like some sort of weapon.
I don't know guns.
Because
Kalashnikov.
that's what reasonable people do. Now, but you all got past, took a little bit of smooth talking and such like that. I do have a question. Who is technically native to this region? So by this region, it's pretty much everything from Baldur's Gate downward, if that makes sense. So, like, who has lived here and all that?
Civ
who-
has.
so Sif is one. Reyna. Are those my only two natives?
Isn't
Not me.
Reyna from Candle Sweep?
Reyna is from the Cloud Peaks, and she was trained in the Isles of Candlekeep, but that's
Yeah,
still
both.
south of Elturel, which is what
No,
Xander said.
I wanted to say Candlekeep wrong.
Oh,
And nobody picked up on it.
I mean, I'm
Oh, we
just
knew, but
used
we're
to
not
you.
giving you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we knew. We just weren't giving you that satisfaction.
You're on your own, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Bye now.
you're like the stepchild, seen but not heard.
Ah, not just the stepchild, but the redheaded stepchild.
Oh, what do you
I'm
mean
the
his
redheaded
red has?
stepchild.
That actually kind of works because he does have red hair.
I thought
So
Mead
my
was
two natives
blonde.
are there you go. I need so it's Reyna and Civ. Civ the Shiv and Reyna. I would like both of you add advantage to roll me history rolls if you don't mind. This is going to be for the region of Elturgard.
Civ the Shiv and Reyna the Braina.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Oh, so okay, so you accidentally rolled at disadvantage. Control is disadvantage, shift is at advantage, but the 15 is what you got. So, I'm going to types.
God.
So this is kind of like almost like a more like regional knowledge. Would you like me to say it out loud for you, Reyna, or do you want me to type it to you?
Type it.
Okay, it's gonna take me a sec then.
That's
So.
While this is going on, Alcar does a backflip.
That's so random. Me, you break your neck.
On a
Apparently
23?
not.
Yep, you
The
still
DC
break
was
your
25.
neck.
Okay.
Too bulky.
You have to drag his corpse to Elturel and find a cleric to revive him.
Well, I am a cleric.
But can you revive him?
Willingly?
Sorry, this is a decent amount for me to type out, so it's taking me a sec. So feel free to talk and mingle amongst yourselves and stuff like that. We'll say that you're all waking up, and then I'm going to give a small little description.
Okay.
Oh, morning.
Good morning.
Whoa.
Ziv is already standing over Quill when she
Yes.
wakes
Good morning.
Oh my god.
Hello?
Morning, Quail. Ah, dear sweet Quail. Bless your heart. You do mean well, don't you? And then she leans down.
This is going to result in bodily harm towards me, isn't it?
Not at all. Just a word of caution. Keep your little pet thing away from my stuff. I wouldn't want there to be any accidents.
Quill reaches into her coat, pulls out Oswick. What did you do?
He was in her dress.
What? Oswick, no, that's bad. You don't go into people's dresses.
Ziv just turned to me.
Especially while they're wearing them.
Oswick,
Unless you are invited.
Quill casts minor conjuration, makes a small cage, and puts Oswick in it. The bad boy cage.
The bad boy.
No, Ziv's already gone. She's like, bye.
The naughty kid.
Also,
Naughty.
were my Oswick sound effects good?
Yes.
Does that work? Okay, good.
They're decent, yeah.
It is a
So-
quite fine dress.
I would like everybody to roll me perception.
We wish to perceive.
How can you perceive the floor?
Perception.
Yeah, I was gonna say that myself, but thank you for getting it for me.
All right. So
Lyra? No Lyra roll.
What? Yeah, I did. It's up there.
Oh.
Damn it! It's self-roll again? I didn't even...
yeah. Make sure it's
There you
on
go.
public.
I don't even know why it was there!
Fool. All right. So everybody except for Alcar, unfortunately, you only needed a 10. You all notice that there are actually shining over Elturel itself. There are 2 suns, actually. Not just one.
What?
So,
That's a companion.
Why is it so bright out here?
how would you know that, by the way?
He doesn't perceive the sun.
Not you. Not
Well,
you.
she's read
Oh.
about it.
What's that?
She's read about it.
Okay, but you don't get to decide that.
Okay, sorry.
That's one of the so it's one of those things where it's like you're learned, but you're not from this region. So I need you to kind of like ask, hey, would I know something about that, as opposed to just saying that you do. Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
Alcar's like shielding his face. Gods, it's bright out here!
But I could use a tan.
Come to think of it, so could I.
Okay.
I take it that's not normal.
So quick question. I'm guessing nobody has told Alcar, the only member of the group to not perceive the second sun, that there is a second sun.
Not yet.
Okay.
Although I would like to ask, there's 2 suns here, but there weren't in other places, correct?
Oh yeah, no, correct. This is literally specific to like this region / area itself around like the city. So that's something that, you know, it's not exactly it's not exactly normal, because it's like, there wasn't 2 suns here before. Why is that there now? And it's like, and if you're here, then who's driving the train?
I
My
assure
pet
you
monkey.
that is unique to Elturel. As mentioned, it is called the Companion. And interestingly enough, it never goes away. To the point that that's how they tell time, is the relation to the other sun. But
You mean they don't have clocks?
I mean, they probably do, Alcar, but that's just a traditional way, you know?
Sounds like clocks with extra steps.
Ugh. Elturel is known as the land of paladins and clerics, so that sun actually also has anti-decay and undead properties. It's quite
So what you're
interesting.
saying is that it is a very tempting target for an invading army.
Possibly,
I don't know.
or I mean, it could be intimidating as well. Elturel is kind of the guardian city of the south.
Which means if it falls, we're in trouble. All of Faerun is in trouble.
Well, I love it. And you see Civ is just like sunning herself. And like the golden sheen to her skin that's usually very mute and only seen under certain light is like really brilliant right now.
Aha!
Also, Quill, check DMs.
Sphera, are you made of gold?
She is
No,
quite
it's just a
glowy.
nice tan. Yes, it's called tannin.
I'm sorry that took so long. I blanked on her name for a second there. I'm still trying to wake up.
I think it's
It was
the
just
red
ah, and then silence.
dress.
That was not intentional.
I think it's the red dress. It makes her glow in the sun.
She's not wearing it.
Oh, damn it.
She's in her traveling clothes, by the way.
I'm kidding. I'm blind.
Around-
I still haven't worn it.
I thought you put it on. You're good.
Oh,
Alcar like shuffles gradually closer to Sphera and then like reaches out a single finger and then very gently pokes her and then looks at Lyra and says, "You're right, she's not made of gold."
You got also everybody. You all start hearing a crackling and popping noises. Like,
Uh-oh.
Is that my
and
spine?
as you all turn to see, it is Withers waking up.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh yes. Oh,
Are you alright?
I feel great, young lady.
You don't sound great.
No.
Trust me, that's the best that my damn back has been in a fucking century.
You want me to pop it for you?
Please, for the love of God, no, I'll die.
I think you'll break him.
I have seen how much you can lift, boy. Those,
A lot.
he says, yes, I don't want all that force on my back.
Well, I wouldn't use all of it.
And then you hear from down below next to you, Alcar, I think you should do it.
Was that Clip or Nerp?
Pick one. They're both standing side by side, and when you if you ask, they both point at each other.
Well, why don't they do it then instead of you, Alka, so you're not responsible for killing him, old man?
Yes, two little kobolds jumping up and down on an old man's back.
I'm
We don't know how-
picturing that now, and it's horrifying.
We don't know how terrible this is.
So, question here, Brina.
Yes?
So, you seem to know something or two about this, city.
Why is he suddenly from New York?
I don't know, because for some reason, I was doing this exact kind of voice for one of my other games, and now I'm stuck. Give me a second.
I mean, I don't mind it. I think one should have that voice and the other should have the
I was
other.
just slipping into a different voice for some reason. Well, how about you fucking stop, you dickhead? Okay, I'll try. Okay, I'm back.
I think you should have one sound like a New Yorker and the other sound like the other version.
Would that be a better way of you guys
telling them
I guess
apart?
just-
Yes.
Okay,
So who's the New Yorker?
I'll leave it to vote. Who's the New York kobold?
Clip.
But
Clip.
Flip.
Okay, so Clip is that one. Nerp is the more standard sounding kobold.
Yes.
Yes.
Who's the one that keeps stealing foots?
I
Footses.
Linkfoot.
I believe it's Clip.
Clip. Okay, that checks out.
So, what my question here was, and I guess I'm a New Yorker now, is what is the city's disposition to, scaly friends such as me and my brother? And you see Nerp like kind of like waves his hand like, "Hi."
Well, You see, the city's pretty interesting, right? Their main deity is Torm, and they accept most gods. So you would think they'd be accepting of other things, but unfortunately, they don't have any favorable opinions of kobolds.
What? That is fucking discrimination. We are gonna start ourselves a movement within the city, and we are gonna get equal rights.
That
Would
sounds
it
like
help
Right,
if we
best of
put
luck
the
with that.
And then Withers just like bonks one of them on the top of the head with a cane. Just, ow! I'll just put you in a fucking sack, dumbass.
Come here, little one, get in the sack.
And he,
Cash is in the flask.
he goes, fine. If I'm assuming it would cause less issues. We was not seen, right?
Not to mention, if you're in a sack, you're less tempted to take people's feet.
Okay, listen. Last time that fucker was asking for it. That and it was hilarious watching a white walk around donkey.
would it help if we put the foot in there with you?
And he says, unfortunately, and he pulls out the still. He never got rid of it. It's the decayed foot.
Ah!
Didn't we?
Clip!
Good gods! Didn't we take that from him?
Yeah, but I sort of doubled back, and
Are you in
yeah.
dumpster diving?
He just gives a toothy grin when he says it. Doesn't even say anything, just a toothy grin.
Alcar tries to take the foot from him.
Hey, no. Let
Give
go.
it to
let go.
me! Drop it!
Quill,
Guys.
bewitch
guys.
him with your wizard powers.
You guys, please, if you keep fighting like that, the thing is gonna disintegrate and rip.
As you say that, it rips him.
Quill has like
Alcar
a
just
toe.
drops his half like,
Why are the toes everywhere now?
Ugh.
Oswick, no eating that. No.
Ah!
oh god!
Oh
Wait, is
god!
Oswick still in the cage? Is
What?
Oswick still
Oh
in the
my
cage?
god, it's
He-
everywhere!
He is, but he's got like one little hand trying to reach for a toe that's falling nearby.
You just hear from that direction.
Wait, Oswick, no.
Oh god. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Withers,
Oh gods, it's everywhere!
Withers just shuffles over, and you see him reach into his cart and pulls out a broom and starts trying to sweep it away. He says, I've cleaned up my share of biohazards in the side of my tavern.
Bio... Oh.
It sounds like
Yes!
there's a story.
Oh, yes. Now, there is one question. Do we get to move on? That end, he gestures to the sun. Is that an issue for anybody? Anyways, you said something about it being anti-undead. I'm not an undead zombie, but I mean, if anybody had the time to come out of the closet about that, that'd be now.
Not me.
Anybody? No?
I'm sorry?
Withers, are you a vampire?
No, hell no. I've been standing in the sun this entire time, dude.
You know, that's a good point.
I may come off undead.
No, I'm not undead. Quill, are you undead?
I may come off as that, but no, I'm very much alive.
Sir?
What? I absolutely was listening to everything you were all saying.
Are you undead?
Look at her. She's glowing. Of course she's not undead. She can't get enough of the sun.
Ah, it's so nice. Well, I could
You
just
know-
camp out here for the next hour or two. Don't mind me.
I mean,
You know who
so
else
do
really
know
likes
the sun
the
is
sun?
inside the city too, right?
Yes, but there's also too many people in the city. More problems.
So you just
Sphera loves the...
go ahead.
Go on.
Alcal.
No, you first.
Are you just gonna not come in the city with us then? You're gonna go off on your own?
No, I'll come.
I'm sure there's
You sound
plenty
so
of taverns
sad.
you can sunbathe outside of.
Yes, perhaps they have like a nice deck or something.
And you could have wine service.
Wine service. Gosh, I can't remember the last time I had wine service.
I remember the last time Alka had wine service.
Oh,
Oh yes, you poisoned me and didn't let me in on the plan, so the
Oh,
target
boy.
got away.
it was
That's
not
what it's about.
poison, Alka.
And
We just
that's-
wanted you to take a nap.
It was nightshade extract. That's poison.
That is technically poison.
Pish tosh.
Listen, it's only poison if you take too much.
Who the fuck is Tosh?
Which
He
Remind
drank 2
me if
glasses of it.
remind me if I'm incorrect, but didn't I take like one dose below the point I would have died?
Well, you drank her glass as well, you idiot.
Oh, yes, I didn't know it was poisoned.
You did assume alcohol was smarter than that, so that's on you.
I didn't think he'd drink both glasses.
It's alcohol.
You're on a mission. Do you drink that much when you're on the job?
Yes.
Oh,
Are you drunk right now?
Well, it's a testament to
I
your
would be
constitution.
drunk right now if we had anything to get drunk on.
Just
well, that explains why you're poor. Obviously, you're not being hired.
and so at this point, Witherson says, "So, are we supposed to be going to the city? You know,
Right.
kind of tell them about stuff, or
Right, you were supposed to.
if I mean, if that's not what we're doing anymore, I'd like to know. You know."
No. Let's move on. He's right. We have things to do.
People to meet, that sort of thing.
Yeah. What was the name of the knight, the guy, the Order of the Gauntlet guy we were supposed to meet? The head honcho. Orm something? Thum?
James?
Onthar Froome is
Oh.
the leader of the Order of the Gauntlet, which is
Zumog
seemingly
Foom?
so. Yeah, Onthar Froome. That is his name. That he seems to be the one who is in charge of operations for Elturel, and so far, at least from what you can tell, the region. So you don't know like how deep this goes, if that makes sense. So, but all you know is that at the checkpoint, that is the person you were directed towards once you get inside the city. So I'm assuming you all pile up onto the cart with Withers. Whatchamacallit?
Yee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
One sec.
By the by, we might as well try to figure out what to do about that Leosin fella.
Well, we're going to have to find him somewhere, right? Inform him.
Right.
Hopefully, he can find us first.
He's
Because
a
I don't.
hub.
I mean, he's probably got, super secret spy people tracking our every movement or something like that.
So
Well then, we just have to get noticed.
as you all get moving, and get to the front of the gate, you notice it's actually a line of carts and people at the gate coming in. And there's a couple of different guards, again, sporting the same symbol as before for the Order of the Gauntlet. If you guys remember what that symbol looks like, I believe I still have it in imagery. It's before all the pictures of Elturel. It is, a gauntlet gripping a sword, essentially. One of them says, "Please, everybody, make sure that you are all in an orderly fashion line. We will get you all inside of the city. You all must submit to the search and seizure, as we know that there are cultists out there. We're not trying to let any of them into the city. So wait your turn, be patient, and as long as there's nothing bad amongst you, you should be let in the city without a problem."
We don't have any spoils of war that could be seen as complicit, do we?
Not after he gave up the Than sword.
Well, uh, Civ pulls out one of the Thayan orders about the initiation. This is important, and it's a Thayan document.
Do declare. I would recommend declaring it and making sure you know that where they got it. We got it.
I don't think I can declare this.
Well, what are we supposed to do?
Put it in your outfit. Put it in your shirt.
Do we again?
Yeah,
With all
I'll
due
put it in my
respect,
bonus. That's a brilliant idea. And she crumples it and stuffs it between her boobs.
I was gonna say,
Wow, you are so smart, Lara.
is
It's almost as if you were the wizard and not Quill.
Oh my god. Well, Quill does have a
Is
thing or
it-
two about learning about breasts. She looks down
What?
at Quill's chest.
You can't see anything. Quill's covered in robes.
Right, but
This woman
she's
shows-
assuming you're flat.
Withers just looks awkward right now.
Yeah, listen, I don't respect, but shouldn't we again? I don't think it's wise that we try to be duplicitous with the Order of the Gauntlet. What happens? It's going to look very suspicious if we hide things from them, isn't it?
How are
they
they to
find
know
it,
that
then
we're
we'll
hiding
explain
things? Yeah.
And
What?
if they find it, they must be stripping her down.
All right, if we get in trouble, though.
Well, let's just watch how they're going through the people in front of us. Are they stripping them naked? Are they checking bodily cavities? Are they opening up every book, every tome, every scroll that people are carrying to read what the information says?
Just as you say that, you hear somebody at the very front of the caravan yelling, and just as you look forward, you see like this man, seemingly unassuming, having reached and grabbed a battle axe
Oh my god.
as a sword is thrusted through his chest by one of the guardsmen.
Oof.
Sink! And then he reaches over and pulls a necklace from the dead body. You can't tell the exact parts of it. It looks to be another one of those dragon cultist amulets. And he pulls it.
God.
Nothing to see here, everyone. Once again, no cultists allowed. And he just says, and you see, like, some people look a little bit like, oh, thank goodness. Other people are like, let's make sure we don't have anything that will piss them off. You know what I mean?
Reyna,
Uh,
do you still have the thing?
I've got one too.
Oh no! Wait, we still have
Wait.
the.
You guys are like 10 carts away from the front. So it's
Quickly,
like
to me.
what?
What? We can't stuff everything in your bosom, Civ.
No, but I could probably use mending to try to turn it into some big kind of piece of jewelry.
nope.
Nope, it's already.
That's it's so the way mending works is it's got to be something broken and just putting it to there. It doesn't work for just making new objects.
Do we have anything written from either Leothin or Nighthall?
You have the requisitions and such from Nighthall, actually, along with talking about the threat to the south. You do have that from Nighthall.
We do have something, and it's legitimate, so we have that.
I've
And
got
te-
that.
And technically, unless anybody popped it open to read it, the seal is unbroken.
Well, surely we could just tell them that we've
has it.
collected these things as evidence to bring to
Mhm.
the
Yes.
commander. That
Agreed. Be honest.
but then they're
what
gonna
about the
take my
kobold?
sigil.
And then you hear from one of the sacks, "Yeah, what about us?"
Oh no!
Wait. What if the clip eats it?
What?
What?
Oh, wait, sorry. What?
It'll be missing.
Well, there's still good question.
Wait, what am I eating?
Can Quill even digest it?
Then why don't
Can
we
you
just
rub
shove it up his ass and he can just keister it for us?
What?
He doesn't
eating
have an
bread.
ass. He has a cloaca.
What am I eating? I can't see anything.
If he
I don't know
eats
what's
it,
getting
he'll just
shoved
throw
up
it
my
up
butt.
later.
Just
And that
fight
will
him
look
off
even
the guard.
again.
You're not
with all
going to
due-
be watched later.
With all due respect, we have 2 kobolds with us. That's going to be suspicious. Very suspicious.
That's a fair
All right.
point.
First of all,
Listen.
racist.
Well, can we disguise the kobolds as something else?
Oh!
Small
Oh!
children,
Oh,
perhaps?
hold on.
Actually,
We can declare it as evidence as well. We can say the prisoners.
They'll kill them then.
What?
yeah, they
What?
will. I have an idea, but it might be a little outside of normal.
All right, let's hear.
Go for it.
What if I blind the searcher?
No, that'll be
What?
too
No.
obvious. We
That
can't.
won't- yeah.
We can't hurt them. Then we're going to be declared as enemies.
Mm-hmm. And we don't want
That's very-
Elturel down upon us.
Okay, what if Civ charms them?
Do we again?
Not a good idea.
Yeah.
There's too many of them. If they even catch me doing something, they'll kill us all.
Mhm.
Well, I am a
What if
What if we
cleric.
just what about distracting?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, there's one option. Withers, do you have any advice or things you can do that can help?
I don't fucking know anybody here.
Listen,
And
I'm a
I heard-
cleric. Maybe they'll trust one of their own.
What if we're just honest?
That these guys are repentant and actually good guys.
Does that mean I can also avoid having anything put up my butt?
We'll table that idea for now.
What? What do you mean table?
Look, everyone, I suggest we offload the kobolds before we do anything else. If they search the cart and find them with us, we're in trouble.
Wait, so what
Yes,
do we do?
go
What do we
hide
do
in the
then?
woods and we'll pick you up when we leave.
So you're just gonna tell us to just hide in the woods and be chill with that?
Yeah.
Well, are
Quickly,
you
I'll come.
not
What's
okay
them?
with it?
Like, and
You see, hold on, one sec. Let me confer with my buddy here.
and you see like the sack like almost like boing 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 right next to the other sack, and you hear like whispering between the two sacks. You actually like kind of see where like their heads are in like the sack, kind of like the outline of it.
Oh yeah, there's a foot there too. Yeah. Yeah, fuck that asshole. Okay. Okay, yeah, we're fine with it. We're fine with it. We just asked that, once you're inside the city or something like that, can you give us like a signal? Like, keeping us in the loop a little bit. We don't want to just be out here waiting for whenever or something like that. We want to know where we can get in and get back to you guys.
I could write in the sky.
No,
That's kinda.
that is a terrible idea. Let's just alert everybody.
Well, no, it could just be. It could be anything. It
Why
could
don't
just
we
be.
just kill their leader and then toboggan to the bottom of the hill on his corpse while we're at it?
What? You hear from both of the sacks.
What?
Lyra,
Oh, I meant-
aren't you a druid? Can't you just ask an animal to relay a message?
Well,
That
yes,
would be way
but-
less conspicuous.
Well, I could also just send out a companion of mine.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Why would you write in the
Well, there's two
sky for
different things.
everybody to see when you could just send a message?
I was just saying I could write a word that we just it could be the word hello.
Ooh,
What?
ooh, make it potash.
I think Lyra had a stroke.
Just like a keyword that no one else would understand, but we could do whatever. I don't care.
I know the word. Foot.
Pineapple.
No,
This is a good one, yes.
Meanwhile, Civ is inching closer to the kobolds, ready to kick at least one of them off the cart.
You are now 5 carts away.
Okay. We need to figure it out now because we're going to blink and be at the front of the line.
Mm-hmm. This line's moving faster than expected. Damn, they got the job.
Yeah, actually, these Order of the Gauntlet guys are seeming very efficient. They're going through, and so you all are now starting to get a little bit of a better idea of how they're doing it. They're asking everybody to step outside of the cart. They're sending 1 or 2 people inside of the cart, inspect what they have. There is a brief pat down and then they all are put under some sort of spell. I need. Let's see. I'll have Civ. Rain. Actually, pretty much everybody but Alcar can roll an insight on this because everybody else is a caster of sorts, whereas Alcar, you're a fighter boy.
Can I roll Arcana and check instead?
Yes, you can. You can roll Arcana. This would be something I would allow Arcana.
Woo!
Okay, one sec. Okay, so, wow, Reina, damn.
Damn.
That was literally one away from a fucking nat 20. Okay. So I'll give this one to Reina because higher roll.
Okay.
Reina, you're able to pick out, and this is actually very pertinent because this is a cleric spell that's being used. They're using Zone of Truth. So I'll describe to you how Zone of Truth works, and it makes sense why maybe she would know before you guys, because I think Zone of Truth is, I think it's only Paladin and Cleric, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But so let me pull it up. Sorry, one sec. So this is how the spell works for Zone of Truth. Click clackety, click clackety. So they create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius centered at a point of your choice. So what they do is they basically ask, all right, everybody stand within this little circle, and then they create the Zone of Truth. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw. So that also means if you choose, because you can choose to fail, right? And just be compliant. But if you roll, they will know that you specifically saved against it.
They'll know if we're potentially blind.
So it's one of those things of, so something to hide. And like you even see a couple of people fall into this who honestly probably weren't cultists, but they're hiding something. So one of the carts actually, you see this, and it says, "All right, don't resist. Again, you will have your fair share as well as representation under the Order of the Gauntlet. Everything will make sure to be done in an orderly fashion and manner. You will have representation. With that, please come with us."
Oof. Guys.
Again, very, very efficient.
You guys. They're using a
What is it
Zone
right
of
now?
Truth spell on everyone entering.
Uh-oh.
Fuck no.
So we better
Uh-oh.
get Kobold companions out of here then.
Indeed.
Also, why are you
Get
going
me out.
What do you
Get me
mean?
out while you're at it. I'm not about to subject myself to something like that.
Well, I don't think we have a choice if we want to get in the city.
Well, I could potentially have other ways to get myself into the city.
I'm not helping you smuggle yourself in.
I never asked you. I can smuggle myself in just fine. What I am not willing to do is go through that. Too invasive.
I don't think they're going to ask you, like, everything, like, are you truly a
I
human?
don't think we have time for this, guys.
2 carts away.
All right, kobolds, get out. Go.
Out.
Kobolds,
so-
leave.
So
No
Clip
secrets.
and Nerp get. I'm assuming like you pull like the string that's on like the sacks, right?
Mhm.
Their heads all just all pop out, and they just like run out, and they go backwards through the caravan, and you just hear and a bunch of people like vermin as they're running through.
Oh my god.
It's, so the
Civ
kobolds
also.
are gone.
You know, I every time I hear Clip and Nerp together, I just imagine them as Beavis and Butthead.
So Clip and Nerp
Oh my god.
are gonna do a secret roll to see if they're able to avoid detection from the guards.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So this is a private roll to myself. Okay. So they roll. The guards do not seem to notice.
Oh, thank God.
that they got away.
Beautiful.
Oh, thank God.
So now, Sphera, what is it that you're wanting to do?
If she were to hop off the cart and like look somewhere for cover, would such a spot be available?
Where you
Something very
currently are,
specific.
2 carts away, it is a very long shot
Hmm.
without anything specifically aiding you, if that makes sense.
Right. And within the cart itself, are there any spots where she can kind of hide for a second?
Again,
Excuse me one moment.
long shot.
Long shot?
Well, yeah, because they're going to get onto the cart and physically search through everything.
Okay, so there's no way she can make herself invisible without potentially getting noticed.
It's one. I can't say yes or no. It would be relative to certain roles.
Hmm.
There's nothing that you can do that just, oh yeah, you're hidden. But like you can always attempt, is what I'm saying.
Like attempt a stealth and then.
So if you wanted to attempt a stealth, but know that if it's just pure stealth, again, nothing else that's helping or something like that, and if it's just on the cart, there's a really high likelihood you're gonna get found.
Hmm.
That might fuck
So-
over the party too. Like we're trying to hide
Yeah,
you.
too risky. Too risky. I suppose she'll just have to subject herself to this truth.
So is it kind of one of those moments of like you're looking for every out, and it's just like, damn it, fuck it.
All right, let's go.
Okay, be honest. Don't. Be honest with what we got. If they ask questions about anything, be honest with why we have it and what we're here for.
Take that thing out of your shirt.
What thing?
The thing that says stuff down her shirt.
Oh, that's Rat. She takes it out and then she's like, just burn it. I know what it says.
Well, shouldn't we give it as evidence as well?
No.
Why not?
1 cart away.
Ah!
Suspicious.
How are you going to burn something
throws
right in
it.
front of the gods and not look suspicious?
It's already
this
looking suspicious.
point-
Throws it off.
She what?
She just throws it to the floor, to the ground. Doesn't know what to do with it.
They're
Steps on it.
going to know that the
Buries
kids
it
are
in the
caught.
mud.
And as that happens, your cart comes right up.
Oh,
Can I mage hand pick it up?
No, unless
Okay.
you want it to be seen.
Damn it. Should I pick it up? Should I
Oh
carry it with
my
you?
God.
Too late. If you haven't decided,
Okay.
then it's not happening.
Fuck.
All right. So, so as you all get to the front, again, all of them are wearing tabards with the Order of the Gauntlet symbol on them. However, what is interesting is each of them seem to have different types of symbols of the different types of gods that they worship to. Most of them, admittedly, are Torm, right? Which is one giant like fist kind of Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a picture of Torm right now. IV Torm. So for reference, it's a right hand gauntlet held upright with the palm forward. A lot of them look like this in terms of like the necklace pieces. So I'm gonna send the imagery. One sec.
Oh, cool.
It's just. All right, hope the cart. Hello. In the name of the Order of the Gauntlet, we have to make sure that we check everything for your vehicle before allowing you entry inside of the city of Elturel. Please, everybody, state your names as I see it, and pretty much we'll just go in order. The way he points is that so you see the order of names on Foundry, right?
Mhm.
From Arya down to Thorn.
Mhm.
So he points at Arya.
Zach, before she says her name, is there anyone standing there that has a symbol of Talos by chance?
Roll me perception.
Okay. Would I get advantage since I'd recognize the symbol?
No, you would. It's all like you'd recognize the symbol, but it's also one of those things where it's almost like a needle in a haystack. Talos is a lot rarer.
Got it. Okay.
Well, there
Nice.
wasn't gonna be, but now there is. No, I'm just kidding.
Thank God.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
This
kidding.
is Thomas.
You see a very stern and like almost like perturbed. By perturbed, I just mean like you ever have those people who have almost like resting bitch face, right? It's one of those, and it is just this very large Goliath with a warhammer,
Ooh.
Nice.
She's
and
gonna...
he's just standing there. He seems to be like the muscle of the group.
Is he like toward the front, toward the back of this group?
So the way it is that the guy who was like saying hi, please declare your names and such, he's like basically back and to the right of him.
Okay. She's gonna clear her throat. Hi, my name is Reyna Stormborn, and these are my companions. And she's gonna like look past the guy at the follower of Talos, and she's just gonna say, "Well met, brother."
Well met, Stormfather's blessing. He says as he looks you over, and he like as he walks, you hear.
And to you. How do you fare?
Farewell. And he kind of like he says he looks over. He says, "No, it is you. Farewell." He curses under his mouth in Giant. Do you speak Giant?
I do.
I do.
Oh, jeez.
Hold on. I do not speak Giant. No.
Okay, so the other two here. God damn it, stupid common classes.
Alcar leans over to Reyna and goes, "He said a naughty."
She just giggles.
and he says, "I am doing very well." And he looks over. But Brother Legatus, I will take over search from here. And he says, as you wish, Brother Orkmok. And he steps forward and he starts looking and he says, Reyna Stormborn. Pointing at you.
Indeed.
Points over at Mead.
I'm Alcar.
You are very loud.
Yeah.
Points
he's
over.
always
No.
like that.
Points over at Ray.
Siv just gives a light curtsy and says, Svera Rath, a retainer of Governor Nathill of Greenest. And she pulls out a little requisition note with his seal on it.
He holds out his hand to take it. He's not gonna like snatch it from you, but his giant, again, very large hand. And he looks over at Savvy.
Lyra Fallspell here.
Nods his head.
Just nods.
Points at Thorn.
Will
And looks
Alamorn
down.
down here, sir. Quill Alamorn of the Academy of Neverwinter.
And here's the thing, like, for a second he looks quite intimidating because he's just standing upright, very, very correct posture with this warhammer in hand. Then he slowly leads down, and he actually takes a kneeling position so he's not as tall for you.
Oh.
And he goes, Welcome to Elturel. We are going to be seizing your entire cart, and we'll be subjecting you to a zone of truth test. Are the terms that I have outlined understood? He says as he stands up.
Of course, brother. I will say, however, that it is pertinent for you to know that we are here on official business from Greenest concerning cultist activity, so we do have quite a bit of evidence to bring to your commander.
You seek Anthar Froom.
Indeed, we do.
Correct.
He kind of like looks at the letter itself, and he says, Governor Nighthill seal, unbroken, minor retainer of Greenest.
We have...
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, she was going to say we have documentation, evidence, we have sigils, just to show evidence toward what's been happening south of Elturel. It is very dire.
I took a longsword from a dead Thayan, but we broke it with your friends on the road.
Indeed.
Oh my God. He looks over and he says, keep eye on the loud one. Yes, sister.
Great.
Do you say yes?
Who's he asking?
He's asked. He said you. He said sister.
Oh, me? Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Your
of
sister.
course, of course. I didn't hear the sister part.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Of course. He's quite a
Alright.
handful, I understand.
And I'm with us, he
Oh,
says
yes.
from the cart.
That's our driver.
You just you see like the very serious eye of the Goliath kind of turn to almost like confusion. Like, does he even see the fucking road? And this is Richard.
Me?
Yep. Let me see. Do I have it? Let me see. Do I have it? Do I have it?
Did you have it?
Yes, indeed, Richard. All right. With that, he asks for Richard to dismount, or not Richard, Withers. To dismount. Yes. Richard was on Withers' back. Oh, you're fucking happy, Richard.
No wonder it
No.
took so long to get here.
I think I'm doing this in reverse. So he asks for him to get out of the cart. 2 of the Order of the Gauntlet, men and or women, start searching through the cart. And he asks for all of you to stand within a circle.
Reyna does so.
Alcar concedes.
Yes.
I agree. I go.
Okay.
Civ concedes,
Okay.
despite her every instinct.
And then, so does anybody resist and try to do the saving throw?
Yes.
You do.
No.
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 Okay.
No.
Okay. So
Well,
Civ, you
Is it like they just know that this is someone who has attempted resistance, but like it'll still work on them, or no?
it will not still work on you, and they know you succeed if you do. They know who fails and they know who succeeds. And granted, was that something, Reyna, that you told them though?
More than likely, if she's told them about the zone of truth, she would probably tell them how it works.
Okay. That's a very important detail because
Yes.
if you didn't know that, that would have been an issue.
Yeah. So I then not resist.
Okay. So, you are all answer these questions 3 that I ask thee. The other side, you see. No, I'm just Monty Python. Anyone? Yes. Okay.
Bring me another shrubbery.
So as indeed. So as you all are standing there, you'll be asked this question. What is your reason for being in Elturel? I'm not gonna, we're not gonna have everybody go ahead. I'm assuming you all answer truthfully, correct? To all these questions that I'm about to detail.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm assuming the sort of consensus is we're here to bring news about Greenest as well as the news of, the fall of Burdusk.
Yeah.
And coldest, yeah.
Got it. So, it says that. So, go for it.
I was gonna say Alcar adds, we killed a lot of those bastards.
Okay.
It's true.
So, as that said, second question. Are you harboring any fugitives of the city?
Well,
No.
it's kind of hard to answer that truthfully because we don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
it's as honest
As
as we
far
know.
as you know.
Oh,
That's-
then no, we are not harboring any fugitives as far as we know.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into this sort of like philosophical debate of just like, well, who truly knows?
Well, it's a case of no intentional lies and there's a zone of truth.
Yeah, no. If you don't know something, granted, if I will say I will crack down if the lawyering comes up. If it's like, oh well, I kind of said this, but it's like no, they
And
will
yeah,
crack down.
no
on
fugitives then.
No.
That. Okay. For the third question is: are any of you in line with any nefarious groups.
No tie.
Nefarious?
No.
No.
Nefarious, no.
What do you
Well,
say, Steve?
there was that one
Hold.
time in the inn when I drank a few too many and pissed on the wall, but I wouldn't consider that nefarious.
And that's not a group either,
So-
Alcal. That's just a dumb decision.
Ziv, what do you answer?
Yes, but she says, well, sir, I honestly want to answer this question carefully. You see, I was raised in Baldur's Gate, and my gammy had a shop, Gammy's Gears, general goods and whatnot.
You see the Goliath's meaty hand raised for you to stop speaking, and he says, "It is yes or no."
Oh, not at all.
One second.
Zach gets up from his chair to get the big dice.
Oh, God.
Gosh.
Big dice for a big man. If he dies, he dies.
1 second. Dude,
Oh, God.
I'm waiting to see something to see if there's something that I'm missing. Did you see my message?
Yes.
Alcar just breaks down all of a sudden.
Okay, you got me. One time when I was little, me and the cobbler's son joined a gang.
Alcohol.
I think the question is if you currently are.
Mm-hmm. Like if you're a cultist or something like that.
We would pull pranks constantly.
So, as you try to say no, Sphera, your body repulses and refuses to let you. It's like, have you ever watched Liar Liar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little bit like that. And the
Got it.
Goliath, and as he sees that reaction, the Goliath motions for two paladins to step beside him. Not like encircling you or anything, but just next to him. And he just stares at you.
That's when she says, this is why I was trying to explain. My gammy has had dealings with the Zentarum. She's a shopkeeper, but that's why.
And he goes, and you
I have
have
worked
no... Do you have any dealings with the Zentarum yourself?
Just my gammy, no one else.
Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. Civ mentions the Zentarum.
So you've had no dealings personally at all.
None myself, just with gammy. Personally, with gammy. She raised me. I can hardly not talk to her.
He just stares at you and he says, "We will keep eye on you."
What are the Zentarum?
I would Quill know what this entire are?
I'll allow Quill disadvantage history because it is kind of a purview that's not really in your area of expertise or knowledge.
Okay, that's a Dory. There's the follow-up coming.
Oh, I just realized my client was down. Hang on, I'm coming back in.
Unfortunately, you do not. You don't really know much about the Zentarum. All you know is all you know is that it's a maybe not so great group. But yeah, the Goliath looks at you and says, "We keep eye on you. We get single whiff of trouble. You're out. Got it?"
Of course.
He steps back and he says, with that, cart has passed inspection. No signs of any form of cultist activity. I welcome you all to the city of Elturel. And as he says this, the gates open, and I have a little bit of a track for this, actually.
Ooh.
Alcar starts clapping.
As we
So-
pass, can I quickly ask the Goliath's name?
Ogmok.
Can you spell it out, please?
Oh,
No, like out of feeling. Can you?
You're
spell
asking
that
a Goliath. Oh, out of
out? Out
character.
of feeling, yeah.
He says, E-U-G Mock.
I was about to spell it in all caps for some reason.
So,
Oh, that's how I spell it.
okay.
Ogmok.
E-U-G Mock.
Is that M-O-K or M-A-U-K?
He just waves you all off.
you,
Next
Ta-
card!
Thank you for your time, Sir Ogmok. I like him.
So,
I like
as the-
him too.
As the gates open... Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, can Raina just like attempt to put her hand on his shoulder and just say, "Be well, brother. Thank you for your hospitality."
He bows his head a little bit, and he says, "You as well, sister. Travel well, and let the storm follow."
And you, may it leave only destruction in your wake.
And you as well. And as you all say that, the city of Elturel is revealed to you all. You notice as you're stepping forward the hustle and bustle of the city itself, but the walls are being manned by lines and lines of armored troops, all bearing the symbol of whatchamacallit, the Order of the Gauntlet. You see ballistas all on these large towers, catapults being loaded up, soldiers all along the sides of the wall, sharpening blades, getting arrows ready. You hear somebody else say, "Right, now I need 5 more archers on the south wall. I also need a couple more supplies worth of arrows and spears. Make sure that the militia is also well equipped." The light that's shining in through also almost has this glimmer effect because of the amount of steel in the area. You also notice that there's a giant swath of people making their way to the market district. It seems like it has actually a very, large, like merchant sort of area. You also notice that like the fortifications that are being made are all being like they're throwing more shit on more shit. It seems that word of Burdus falling has already reached here and they're preparing for war.
Well, it seems like they're already aware of what's going on.
Our efficiency is so delightful.
They're really cool. Can I say that? The Gauntlet's really cool.
And so you guys have the opportunity, and give me one sec, because there's actually a city view for you all.
Ooh.
I'll let you guys just kind of hear the hear the soundtrack for a little bit longer before I bring it up, just because it's taken me a moment to get the map. For some reason, it's fighting me.
Map's like, yeah, at one. There's a pretty epic music, blah. Song swing, though.
Nowadays.
Yeah, this is one of the tracks that I really liked when I was picking stuff out. Feel like it kind of fits that of a sort of, paladin city preparing for war.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I gotta redo this real quick for it, so it'll take me literally just 1 minute while I add it. So Also, is the volume okay?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
volume's
can-
fine for me.
If
Okay,
necessary,
cool.
we can just adjust it on our ends.
Okay, cool.
So, Viv,
Mm-hmm.
your Grammys worked with. I'm guessing you Zimtara aren't exactly the most beloved folk.
Shh. He would
Oh,
lean
sorry.
down and grab the gnome by the shoulder and be like, "You heard what the man said. They don't want any trouble.
Okay,
Why you gotta go on things like Zentarum in public? Watch your tongue."
I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
He just lets you go and puffs away.
Did she just hiss at me?
A little bit.
You're not beating the allegation.
Okay. Alright, awesome. Now all I need is your group token. And then you'll have the map of Elturel City all set up. Alright. Welcome to the city of Elturel, everybody.
Ooh.
Wow, that's a big
That's
city.
a huge fucking city.
Mm-hmm.
Where did we come in from?
So,
Right here.
so I actually have the the party icon is right there.
Sorry, there was so much to take in that I didn't even I didn't see that at
Yeah.
first. I was like,
No,
whoa!
it's a big map. I also kind of need to make the icon smaller because it's a little bit too big. So 1 second.
My cart's too big.
Yeah.
We can't
Hey,
even get to the
guys.
buildings.
How are we supposed to find Leosin and
He gestures out to the city.
all this?
Well, I would
Good
imagine
question.
there's maybe a keep or a home base of sorts.
Well, we could probably find that for Ontha, but remember that the Harpers are kind of more secretive. They probably wouldn't
Yeah.
have an open base.
If they want to find you, they'll find you.
Mm-hmm.
We won't have to do much in that regard. I suppose just hang around and figure out what to do. Next thing you know, Leosin shall be upon us.
Aren't we
I
supposed to be
suppose-
speaking to the captain?
Then let's go find Ontha.
Okay.
What? We
I
weigh
will
our
say-
options.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You were talking.
She's like, she just wanted to say that we'll weigh our options.
Okay. So it appears that just this giant like sea of people is very just it's almost overwhelming.
People.
And so I would like everybody to so are you trying to like seek out somebody that might be able to direct you to the right direction or something like that, because it is quite massive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everybody roll me perception.
I'm gonna roll at disadvantage because there's a lot of medium folk and Quill is not a medium folk. 1 second, I gotta
No
do.
worries. Press the minus.
Yeah, I do it the cheap way.
That's okay. Alright, so actually the three people, Alcar, Reyna, you see several of the different guards who are the Order of the Gauntlet seemingly are, to the sides of, and pretty much like directing people. So it's almost like, yes, they are guards, but they're also almost like acting as if directions for certain people, because they understand that some people are coming from ruined towns and cities to the south.
Alcar's gonna let Reyna take the lead on this one.
Does everybody else want Reyna to speak for the group, or does anyone else want to speak to the guards?
Can you also ask if they know the direction of a bathhouse?
Oh my god.
It's a good question.
Sure. Excuse me.
Right, madam, you'll make sure that the lavatories over there are to the west side. He looks over to you, Reyna. Yes, ma'am. How may I help you?
Sorry to intrude. We are looking for the governor.
Governor.
Uh,
And he kind of quirks his head.
what was his name again, Quill?
Ontha Freeman, he's not the governor.
Oh.
Oh, the Lord Commander, you mean?
Lord Commander, yes. Apologies, it's been a very long day.
Ah, what business do you have with him? He's a very busy man, as he kind of like gestures to everything that's going on around you all.
Indeed. It does actually pertain to this whole chaos. We were sent by the commander of Greenest, and we bear news regarding cultist activity. It's pertinent we speak to him immediately if we can.
Oh, really now? And it says as he kind of like, do you like kind of like flash the? Actually, do you have like Civ flash the whatchamacallit, the paper with
Governor Nighthill's stamp?
The seal, yeah.
Yeah, because you're the one with that, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Civ, flash the seal.
She flashes the seal like Vanna White. She's like useless and gorgeous.
I
My goodness, bosoms.
Yeah. I was gonna say, really funny if Quill's just like, Civ, flash him. It's just like, wait, what?
Not that kind.
Madam, I'm on duty right now. You won't find me afterwards.
Out of her bosom. She does pull it out of her bosom, so close.
Oh, bazookas! And he says, I see. And he gestures to one of the guards, and he says, take my post! I'm gonna have to take these directly. And he, gestures for your group. You'll all want to follow me.
Thank you, sir.
Could you point out anything that we might be interested in? Like shops and such, and...
Oh, yes, well, no, more than likely you're going to have to wait regardless once we get you there. But if you're looking for the Merchants Guild and such, we have a circle, and actually he points out this circle right here. All of these are different stands and small tiny pop-up shops that are put there. It's like this huge bazaar, pretty much.
Love it.
You're bizarre.
Thank you.
Yes, if there's anything of note around the city that you could just point out. Taverns, bathhouses, districts.
He nods. And let me go ahead and pull up some inns and taverns. Well, you see, the Ore and Wagon Wheel is down. He points here, and he says, good place if you're looking to get some hearty food from sailors and such. The Bent Helm is more in this district. You'll see a lot of people there. Lots and lots of people are coming through there. It is and those the two places that he's mentioned. So the Ore and Wagon Wheel is an inn. The Bent Helm is a tavern. And he names off. I'm gonna kind of spare you the names until it's oh, can we get a tavern or inn in this area, right? But there are 5 main inns and taverns that are the main ones, but there are smaller miscellaneous ones as well. Also, you strike me as one of religious stature. Not exactly sure the Lord, and you actually notice on him he doesn't have a religious symbol, so this is a paladin you're talking to. And he says, the Chapel of the Morning Lord is over to the opposite side of the city.
Is there a temple to Ogma here?
To who?
God of Knowledge?
I didn't... no. So,
sorry.
say the name one more time, it, melted.
Ogma.
Ogma.
I'm writing it down for you.
Thank you. Ogma. Oh, okay, that one. Okay.
Ogma, Yugma, we all Ogma.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
People would never they all go Og.
And he says, if there is one, it's probably a lot more specific. I apologize. However, you struck me one of arcane knowledge and such. You do have a couple of shops that are in that direction as well. However, I urge you all to wait until we have had a small little meet and greet and figure out what's going on with my Lord Commander. Then you all can go to the shops as you will. This is of utmost importance.
Of course.
Let's go!
Do you happen to have a temple for Talos?
Yes, we have a small one, and he gestures kind of to the southern area, and he looks you over. You don't... Sorry, but... you look a little bit too... pretty to be a Talos worshipper? He says, questioningly. And you actually... And yes, if you,
he just like looks very confused because you look almost like you look very gentle compared to the usual. Like Ogmok is the usual standard for
Right.
Talos worshippers.
She just leans down and says, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, darling.
I am feeling many different emotions, and I'm just gonna keep moving right now. And he just kind of does like an awkward waddle almost.
She looks back and gives a wink to Civ.
Civ gives her a thumbs up.
Civ is just
Doing
like,
great, sweetie.
they grow up so fast.
I like the city.
It's, yeah. So he leads you through, and it's a decent journey. So if you all are taking a look at the Elturel map of such.
How's Withers doing on this journey?
1 sec.
He's dead, Jim.
Because our cart is in with us. Like, we're still on a cart, right? Or are we on foot?
Could we possibly take a 5-minute soon?
Okay. Multiple things at once, so give me a sec. You're on a cart until you get to about this section. There's an area where he actually says, hey, I'll let you put your cart over to where the guardsmen put theirs for now so that you can grab it. This area is going to, we're going to have to traverse by foot. So, as for the 5-minute break, is everybody else up for a 5-minute break?
Sure.
Okay, we'll do a 5-minute break and we'll pick up in the city of Elturel.
All right.
Okay.
BRB.
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 Bye.
Nana.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
What are you thinking of Elturel so far?
I think it's pretty. I mean, obviously, at first glance, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I think it's really cool. I think there's a lot to explore, which is going to be interesting considering like the chaos that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna really enjoy being here.
I'm back.
Back?
We just. From what I understand, we're talking about what we think of Elturel already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just got here already. I'm like, I like it here.
Yeah, I'm excited to explore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm trying to, because this is definitely like the paladin and cleric kind of city. Like, it is a defender for sure. So I'm trying, but it's also like a place of trade, and there's just so many different aspects to this place that I'm just trying to like kind of show. I know I'm definitely very heavy-handed so far with the paladin, but I kind of have to be with this city. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's perfectly. That's what I would expect from the city. I'm perfectly fine with you playing up what is like supposed to be like the city's deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I also am a hoe for Elturel to a degree. I really like Elturel.
Oh yeah, Elturel's cool.
Yeah. Fun fact. Fun fact. It's like Elturel is one of those cities that it pops up a couple of different times in some of the Forgotten Realms games.
Mm-hmm. There was one big thing about it.
We're not talking about that.
Okay, we shall not.
Correct.
What are we not talking about?
It's
Same.
something. It's something I already know it's about, but it's like something that's like it's something about Elturel that's years later. So it's one of those things that I'd rather not talk about.
It hasn't happened yet.
I'd rather not talk about.
Okay, sorry.
I'm sorry. Do I need to say it again? I'd rather not talk about.
Sorry.
Ah, yes, the Great Sewer Explosion of '94.
Oh yeah, that was actually started by Withers.
Little did you know, you brought me here for it.
So who's here? Who's back?
Everyone but, to my knowledge, Lyra and Alcar.
That's why aren't you back? So what is Raina's favorite color? She got out of asking that last time.
Her favorite color. Are you asking in character or are you asking out of character?
Yeah. Yes, she is. She's like, so you didn't answer me the other night. What is your favorite color, Raina?
Favorite color? Well, it depends.
Is that something you never thought about before?
No, I mean, I've thought about it, obviously, but, it really depends on my mood. I think oftentimes I'm drawn to silvers, greys, blacks. But sometimes I'll lean toward maybe a blue, or I don't know.
That's
South to the bourgeoisie!
well.
There's
The
Alcar.
boudoir. There's a boudoir. Let's go.
Well, maybe someday if I have the coin for it, I might dress up fancy. Today is not that day, though. Now we're just waiting for Lyra. Yes, I did tell you a bit more about myself last night, so I do believe you owe me a few answers yourselves, Raina.
I didn't realize they were taking in fucking debt.
You just hear from Withers.
Exactly with us. I don't think I owe you anything. I think I said you start and I'll consider giving you something, and I did. I just told you my favorite colors.
Which you can't even decide on, apparently.
Well, why can't I have multiple favorite colors?
You know what, Touché? I'll give you that. Like I said, I do feel like we should start to get to know each other a little bit better than surface level things.
But isn't a favorite color something kind of surface level too?
All right. What is your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest childhood memory. Well, I don't know about earliest, but I can tell you my fondest.
I would like to hear it, if you don't mind.
Alright. I was a wee thing, and it was a stormy night. Something about it, the electricity in the air, the wind blowing fervently through the sky. I wandered out to go over to a cliffside to watch the storm raging, and I was struck by lightning. I just remember the surge of power as it filled my body and then exited, leaving a huge vacant space in the ground beneath me. It was then that I figured perhaps I was chosen by Talos.
That would be a very telling sign.
Indeed.
That is that is definitely where I would call a holy sign from the Storm Lord himself. Honestly, it's a little impressive.
It could have also just been a moment of stupidity of a young child, but who's to say?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe Talos liked your bravenness.
That felt so much like a Civ BRB moment.
Yeah.
It really did,
I
yeah.
love that. It's so good. Civ wipes another tear away and goes, they grow up so fast.
I love this. I'm loving this.
Even though she's like Reyna's age or probably even younger.
Well, it's funny because Reyna is like an air genasi and she hasn't really been around people, so she is a little socially awkward and like elusive to a degree. Like, yeah, she was raised around different people, but she's seeing how like Civ expertly like dances around things with giving information but also saying nothing at all, so she's trying her best to like adopt that from the inquisitive Quill.
It's so cute.
Yeah,
So, is everybody here?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Larry here.
Yeah. Also, not sure if so you saw. I thought I'd grab it, but like, that's what I picture Ogmog looking like.
Oh,
Not gonna lie.
Oh, let me look.
Hello,
Oh,
Madrea.
man. Yeah.
Aw.
He's gonna be
Busy fiddle.
Reyna's bestie.
What's
He's
he
just
say?
a little man.
A little
A
man?
little
A
man?
little man.
Just,
This
just a
powers.
man.
Just a
Little
little
cute.
Oh, that
guy.
reminds me. I wanted
You'll
to save the-
understand. You'll understand that Goliaths can get up to like 9 feet tall,
No,
right?
yeah, I know. I'm just, that's why it's a joke. But that does remind me of a little
Okay.
tiny feature that I wanted to bring to the party's attention, but I also wanted to wait until we were on stream so our viewers notice it as well. Those of you who are perceptive may notice that Alcar, when you met him, was 6'1". Now he is 6'5".
He's growing.
He's growing, yeah.
He's drinking all of his milk.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Wait.
Do we
Cool,
need
like,
to go
stop.
to bed?
Could like freezes like, Alka?
Yes?
Did you get taller?
Yeah.
Wait, you realize you got taller?
I was told that might happen if I use my powers on a constant basis. I shouldn't get any bigger than this, though. Don't worry.
Uh-huh.
Well, like, very
Yeah,
doubtful.
almost.
Can I keep record of this? For posterity's sake.
Sure, I guess.
Cool, pulls out a book, starts like,
Not
here.
cool.
Sorry?
Sorry, I actually meant to say that to Alcar. She's just saying, you dare not refuse her.
It's everybody else does.
Whoa!
And-
Are you gonna get as tall as me?
Oh, probably. Well, how tall are you?
I don't know, someone between 7 and 8 feet, I think.
Oh, definitely not that big. The most I'll get is probably 6'6", 6'7". If I continue to use these powers.
Okay.
So, all right. So you're gonna get to, again, awkward waddle with the guard who is leading you all up the sort of pathway through there. As you see, here's the thing: this city in parts down here, this is considered the slums, quote unquote, of this city. But they look better than a lot of places like nobility districts. In terms of like quality of life, that is.
This place looks better than the richest district in Neverwinter. Like, goddamn! Sorry.
Baldur's Gate looks nothing like this. It's
Quill
not where-
blasphemed in a city of paladins. Sorry, Civ, I didn't mean to interrupt you. That was mean. Go ahead.
Do that again, Alcar, and I'll cut your tongue out. Just kidding.
I certainly hope so. That sounds unpleasant.
So, as you all are continuing to move, the guards, you actually, again, so as I was describing, as you descend up, this place is the upper district portion, which is like this entire upper area, right? It's like above. It's even more immaculate. This place. Now, when I say immaculate, I don't mean in riches, if that makes sense. So it's not like, gold and silver everywhere, right? But like, it's more that. So think of like most medieval cities, except if it were just so much cleaner, you felt safer, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So as he's leading you all through, this area again is patrolled by more and more guards. As you finally get to this section up here, you see a very large. Let me make sure that I'm reading this description correctly. You're seeing a very large alabaster keep that pretty much overlooks the entire city. And the guard says, surprises me every time I see High Hall. Now, to business. And you all go into this, decently large building. Guards are hustling and bustling in and out. You see occasionally somebody will get dragged in, like spouting some sort of pretty much yelling about something, saying, "The end times is near! The end times is near!" It's like, another one.
And this happens a lot?
And he says, within the past week, we've been getting a lot more of these nut jobs talking about Tiamat and the end times. It's disconcerting. And he opens up the door, and you see that there is pretty much a bunch of different secretaries at work, filing papers, putting in orders. You see ravens basically flying in and out as they're like preparing as these messages are flying throughout the city. And one of them says, the guard says, "We have news from the south, greenest." And like two of them stop in their place. The Lord Commander must be acknowledged now. The guard looks to your group, and he says, "This is where I leave you and your group. They will set you up, and will get to Onthoff room as quick as they can. He might be a little bit though. Know that there might be, you might have to end up waiting a decent amount of the day before he calls for you. Again, he's organizing the defense of the city, so it might be a little bit of time."
Of course. Well, thank you for the accompaniment.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you for enlightening me to what other Talos worshippers are like, I guess. I think. I don't know. And he just says as he awkwardly walks away.
I think he has a crush.
I was about to say, he has a crush on you, Reyna.
Nope, don't.
He's totally going to be thinking about me all day.
I like it.
To be fair, I think about you a lot too. You're one of my goodest friends.
Goodest.
Alka, I'm with you all day.
That's probably why I think about you a lot of the day.
You hear from behind one of the desks a smaller voice.
Hello? Excuse me.
And there is a female gnome that is sitting on a chair right behind the desk.
Hello there.
Should I lead this conversation, or would someone else like to?
I mean, you could. I'm just saying, like, it's not like all of a sudden, like, oh yeah, we have a secret handshake that all gnomes know.
Oh gods, whose child is this? No, I'm just
Wait.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Certified Kylia moment.
Right?
He just like squinting.
No, that didn't actually happen. I was kidding.
I fucking thought so.
Alright, hello.
Hello.
Sorry, we're just waiting for Commander Froome.
Yes. May I see the documentation that you are providing, please?
Sure, of course, Civ?
Does the gnome have a
Scout.
list?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you all
Civ
know
says-
that. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Civ just says, "What do you mean documentation? We've got a lot on us. You'll have to be both."
Stated that you had news from the south, specifically of Greenest, and or a documentation that is going to verify that you are a reliable source of information.
Well, this
Basically,
was information that was supposed to be only for the eyes of the Lord Commander himself. We were cleared at the checkpoint.
Now, may I see the envelope? I will not break it if the seal is unbroken, but know that if the seal is broken, that nullifies anything within it.
Very well. This is from Governor Nighthill. It bears his personal seal, and I am one of his retainers, as we are all.
She nods and she takes a look at it, and you see her pull up a monocle glass that has like several lenses that she like flicks into place and looks in.
A subtle stroke of theirs.
And you see her pull out like a chart and starts doing a comparison. Basically, she's checking for forgery.
Will approve.
And she goes, all right, this checks out as a formal seal from Governor Nighthill himself, who is currently, or by the sounds of it, past tense, governor of Greenest, which was a town of the Green Fields, and she's been sacked along with a lot of parts of the
Which
south.
aren't so green anymore, yes.
I
guess they'd call them the charred fields now.
Very, very well.
And she says, as she slides the envelope back to you all, and says, I trust that you will give it to him when you see him. Now, and she starts drafting a letter. And she, like, reaches in, and there's a bunch of different, like, little stamps for her to put on it. Each of them seem to have different varying levels of, like, importance, right? She goes over to the most important one and stamps it.
If you look at giant seal, it's as big as the thing.
It's as big as her, yeah.
Okay. Just cause that little shockwave. Just
And she wields it with no problem, actually. She has, like, no problem. Like, somehow this, like, little gnome is able to just...
Years of experience.
years practice.
Now, I will send this over to Ontharr Froom. Expect him to request you in any time from 1 to 2 days.
What? 1 to 2 days?
Currently Ontharr Froom is slightly to the north of the city, requesting more requisitions and also bringing farmers inside. So it'll be the travel time for him to get back to the city itself, get some of the organization plans in spot as well, then be able to send for you.
So what do you suppose we do in the meantime?
Well, as it currently stands,
And she pulls out and starts, like, looking through.
I can guarantee reasonable lodgings to be covered overall. You also have to keep in mind, we have plenty of people coming here saying something or some of the other that they bring news of something from the south. Lots of it is false alarm as well. But yours does have a little bit more legitimacy.
Points at the seal and says,
So, in the event of that, we can ensure that you have at least a knowledge of the city itself so that you can obtain possible lodgings. Also, there is a large, thriving market district that there is here. Many different merchant guilds that are also in the city as well. And also... What?
Sorry, I was going to ask, do you have a postal system?
Postal system.
and she gestures to all the different ravens going around.
Yes, we do, actually. If you wish to send a letter, we have the rates as well as all that for such things. If you have people you wish to send word out, let them know that you're okay and such. We've been keeping these poor little... And she reaches over and starts petting a raven on the head. These poor little things have been going for a long time on their own.
I would like to hire services once everything's been cleared and whatnot.
Well, you've already been cleared. But yes, 1 to 2 days is how long it will be before we are going to be able to necessarily get you a full audience with him. Again, I hope you understand. A lot is being done right now.
So if we're to take the next 1 to 2 days to just meander about the city as we see fit, how will we get the notification that he's ready to see us?
She smirks. He's anything but subtle. You'll know.
All right.
Well done.
I'm so excited to see that happen.
Do we just go to town then?
Seems
Huh?
like it.
I'm
The-
going to the smithy.
Wait.
Just one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us more about these lodgings. Are they nice? Are they in the central part of town?
The ones that I would suggest to you would be Hondakar's a house, which is... She gestures to this portion right here, which gives you a great view of being able to... And actually, I'm going to put like a little bit of a marker right there for you guys. Boom. Does that help?
Yes.
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 Okay, which puts you in a great position to be able to travel to the Market Bazaar district, if you should so choose. Keep in mind, at night, the entire place clears out. Usually there is a small festival or two, sometimes for different deities and gods, sometimes just more general for the public, morale, all that good stuff. She just does with a wavy hand.
Right. And what about the Bent Helm? I've heard that it is one of the taverns of interest, and lots of folk are coming in and out.
Yep, that is very close to where the gate that you came in from, which I believe you came in from the northeast gate, correct?
Huh?
We did indeed.
She marks it on the map right here.
And how will they know that you are covering our cost?
And then she reaches into a drawer and says, "Keep in mind, this only accounts for lodgings. Any food is your own tab."
I'd say throw in the food. I mean, it is a long wait. Can I
And
attempt
she's-
a persuasion or something?
You can go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll me persuasion.
I'm just checking to see if I have inspiration. I'm not going to use my inspiration on this. Persuasion.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh wow!
No,
She kind of looks you over a couple of times and says, 2 days isn't that long, but you do have a little bit more valid information. One meal for each point of the day. That is all. No, she says, we don't have enough to be just splurging left and right.
We'll take it. Pleasure doing business with you. Bye now.
All right, does anybody have any more questions for this? She seems like almost like an encyclopedia for the town,
could
to a degree.
you mark for us on the map where I might find the temple for Talos?
Oh, certainly. She looks up at you. You're a Telos worshipper?
Yes. I know, shocking. I'm too pretty to be this angry. But here I am.
No. I was going to say, you look a lot less unhinged. She
Ah.
stamps on
Well,
She marks on the map.
I guess some of us are just good at hiding things.
And she says, if I'm honest, I get scared of Akmok.
Scared.
Is it just me, or is he weirdly hot?
It's not
She just-
just you.
it's not just you. He is hot.
He goes, admittedly, that is just my own flashback to like when it was there and says, so are you telling me that there is no meat in this entire city? Well, and then it like comes back to now. Just, we have a history.
Right.
Right. Before we head out, is it alright if I send out a letter?
Yes, of course. Correspondent is 3 copper.
Alright, I have at least 3 copies to my name.
Unless you wish to go for express, and you see the differences between a pigeon and a raven. So
What's express?
express is 2 silver.
Quill, looks like being in great deal of pain before handing over 2 silver. Since all the other, apparently all correspondence out of Greenest in the green fields earlier apparently was being shot down and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
Quills is going to assume that her letter to back to the academy never got sent, arrived. So she's going to resend that letter to her professor. Though, hey, I don't think I'm able to quite return at this current moment, back from my reading week. Is there any possible way I could get long distance correspondence for further studies?
Can I attend class remotely, please?
Basically,
I love it. I love it.
listen. She's got a degree to get.
All right. It's like I am graduating. I don't give a fuck if the end of the world is coming.
No, Tiamat gonna wait. Does anyone else need to send a letter? I can
When it gets
send
to
for you.
that point, what's gonna happen is it's gonna be like Quill is just like, I have my graduation ceremony. You will not ruin my day. Sorry.
Quill
It's just-
casts
I-
Wish and wishes Tiamat out of existence.
You just
But anyways,
I'd like
so-
to write a letter, but later. Like, I can always come back or find another service.
Yeah, no. There are multiple services throughout the town. This is kind of like, I guess, the best way. Think UPS, except UPS doesn't suck, which I know it's really hard to envision. That's the best way I can describe it. Is if UPS didn't suck, it's the town's one, but there are private ones that will send different animals, and they'll be like, oh hey, we'll get it to you, and we'll get it to whoever you're trying to get it to at this period of time. That kind of thing.
we're going to fox it.
So, in order, we have. Just pull up the Bent Helm Tavern here. Honda Car's house. So the difference being, the Bent Helm is a tavern. Honda Car's house is an inn. So, those are the two differences. You're not going to get lodgings here, but you will here. This is the Chapel of Talos. Over here, down to the south. Are there any other places of interest people would like to know about?
Yes.
Yes, but
Yes.
the first.
Okay, so I heard Alcar say yes first, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Yes.
So what would you like to know?
Where can I find a smithy?
Smithy. Depends. Are you trying to find something to be custom made, or are you trying to? Sorry, no voice. Are you trying to make something that is custom made, or are you trying to find something that is just you can buy?
I'm actually looking to sell at the moment.
She makes a giant mark. One sec. The bazaar is exactly where you want to go.
And if I want something custom made,
She flips through a couple of things. Go ahead and find it. Sorry, it's taking me a sec, just because the map I currently have. The Dawnbreaker 100 years ago. Okay, cool. You could find people who are custom make is actually in a smithy in this location. It's actually the same smithy that most of the Order of the Gauntlet folks utilize.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, I'll find a way to mark these if these continuous be places of interest. Like, actually, one sec. I assume you all wouldn't mind me taking a sec to.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Bazaar.
That's all.
One sec. I'm trying to.
New text.
One sec.
New text in.
House.
I know.
Little house on the prairie.
Just so we all. What's
Where they have
that?
lodging.
Yeah.
Hondaker's
So
house is they have lodging, and the other place is just a tavern.
correct.
The
So
helm.
it's the Bent Helm is the place where a lot of foot movement helps.
I am very interested in the Bent Helm and getting drinks there.
Interesting getting bent. Sorry, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I didn't hear what you said.
Interested in getting bent.
Oh.
So not sure if that helps a bit or obstructs the view a bit too much.
fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'll come up with a bit of a better way later. But yeah. So those are some of the places of interest. So that's where you're asking for Alcar was custom steel.
Yes.
I think it was Lyra next and then Quill.
No, Quill was first.
No, Quill,
Quill,
Lyra
Quill.
can go next. I've been talking enough. Quill, Lyra, go first.
Okay. Does the Merchant Guild have a headquarters here?
This is Merchant Guild? There are different Merchant Guilds. Which Merchant Guild are you after?
The Green Deer.
The Green Deer. They don't necessarily have a headquarters of sorts here. However, they do have a very big section in the southern portion of the bazaar.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. Looking for some herbs, I see. She says with a smile.
Of sorts.
Right. Was there any other parts, Lyra, that you wanted to look at? Or not?
That's it.
Okay. Quill.
I'm of course a scholar by trade. I was just wondering if there's any areas of libraries, temples of knowledge, things where I could just houses of learning.
And she goes, depends on the kind of learning that you're after. Are you after, like, historical learning? Are you after arcane?
More extraplanar activities.
Extraplanar activities.
And she kind of like looks over the different little spots.
Well, there for that specific niche, we do have a magical emporium over near the dockside, actually.
Ooh.
So I placed that there. Let me go ahead and...
There we go.
Okay, and last thing, is there a recommended bathhouse?
A bathhouse?
Yes.
And she kind of like looks at you almost like as if you said, hey, where's the restroom sort of thing? Like,
Is that-
in terms of that. And she goes,
That's just a normal thing you can find in most sections of the city. There's not one essential one for it.
Okay, sorry.
What are you used to?
she just says as she's staring at you.
I'm from Neverwinter. It's
Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha, you're from that part of LA.
No, just kidding.
Right, from Silver Lake.
It's like when someone's like, I'm from Hawthorne.
yeah, Neverwinter is still a bit run down.
Little, yeah.
She just says like,
Okay, we've suffered quite a few calamities. We're picking ourselves back up.
If you say so.
she just says as she flips over another page of the book.
Wait.
Civ just leaves. Like she's out.
Lyra's ready to follow.
Okay. So has everybody kind of figured out some of the different areas that you want to go? It looks like I'll be doing some splitting up, so I'm fine if we're doing that, or are you all wanting to hit like some of these areas together, or what's the plan here?
Well, Alcar's going to the custom smithy.
Civ wants to collect gossip and rumors and, word around town at the Bent Helm over a drink.
Fantastic. So again, I'll ask the same question I said before. Are you guys all splitting up though to do your
Sounds
own
like it.
specific
It
things?
sounds
Yeah.
like it,
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what I needed. So Alcar, you're going to the custom smithy. Sphera, you're going for a bit of gossip in the Bent Helm. Reyna, you're going to the Talos Chapel.
Yeah, she'll probably go to the Honda Car's house first just to get herself and her room settled and then head over to the Talos Chapel.
Ooh, smart. Do you mind if I join you for that first and then go to the Bent
Yeah.
Helm?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm a
I guess, what are you doing before the Talos Chapel?
Going to Honda Car's house and getting a room organized and
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd like to
Drop
join.
out of all the goods.
Yeah, I'll join.
I will say that is a very smart idea, actually, Reina. Take inspiration for that, because that would have been an issue if you guys waited till the end of the day to go to.
Yeah, Quill.
Yeah, I should probably go too.
Quill, join you. Do the.
Okay, so the party is going.
Party's
I'm just
Yeah.
so the party is going to get lodgings for that. Also, soundtrack still okay having in the background.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, you all go to Hondakar's house, and Withers is with you too, and says,
Well, I hope you all don't mind, but I think I'm going to just chill around here for the rest of the day. My bones are a bit tired.
It's
Well,
quite
of
alright with me.
Of course.
You enjoy yourself, and we'll find you if we need you.
Sounds great.
I'll make sure, and like he kind of leads the cart with, because you guys have to pass where the carts and stuff like that were to get down in the first place, So I'm just you don't actually take this path, but you go around.
We go over. We jump. Whee!
So actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something I haven't done before with a city view.
Hey. And my difference is small.
Don't move your tokens yet, everybody. 5, because since you're all splitting up in separate directions, you guys are gonna be this size.
Like you used reduce on him instead of enlarge.
Oh, like reduced twice as well. Like for reference, it's 0.25.
I must be 0.2.
No, I'm not even doing that. I don't want to mess with it really. But when you get to Hondakar's house, oh wait, it is. Huh. Oh, it still kept it. Weird. But okay.
Oh, it's smaller.
Are you able to see it? I guess is the main
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
Are you all able to see? Are you all able to see your guys' tokens?
Zach's like,
Yeah.
are you able
Yeah.
to see it? Yes, turns it into a pinprick. How about now?
Well, obviously, a pinprick would be like pretty much what it should be, kind of, but at the same time, right? Don't move. And I'm using this to track all of you guys. I wouldn't. I recommend moving them. This is just to keep track of you all. Okay. So I'm gonna keep those there for now. You all get to the Hondakar's house. As you get there, and show the documentation and such, it says, more helpers for the Order of the Gauntlet. Hondakar's house is always happy to give services. And he gives you like all the timings of, hey, here's when breakfast is served, here's when lunch is served, here's when dinner is served.
Thank you.
Don't know if there's any extra interactions you all wanted to do or anything like that.
Do you have any,
Excuse me for
Sorry.
just a moment. I need to reverse eat.
So,
What?
so that was a lot all at once. Vera was the first person I heard.
I was just gonna say that I wouldn't mind changing before leaving.
Okay, cool.
Like,
Do you just
think through doing that.
do you change into like those like cool like Than red like dress
Into
thing
my
that you
red
made?
dress? Yes.
Got it.
It's not like visually Thayan, is it? Is it just like
No, I'm
Okay.
gonna picture.
okay, just making sure?
Also, I learned this from my Gabby. Ha, Silasal.
Oh, where is it?
Unhinges jaw and eats the nearest busboy.
Eats Bill. Here, I posted it.
Damn.
Let us take a look. Okay, very
Compared
nice.
to the cloak. She'll have a cloak clasped on top.
Gotcha. Very nice. And let's see. So, all right. So as this happens, you are, and again, no extra. So you're changing. Anybody else doing anything here
about
specifically?
that.
Do you
You're-
have a... Sorry.
Go for it.
I was saying, do you have any small folk amenities or... yes, amenities or adjustments?
Yeah, actually. We actually get a lot of halflings, gnomes, the dwarves we really don't need to scale anything down for. But, and you see, actually, you notice that there's a section of silverware and, like cups, spoons, forks, all sized for, like, halflings as well as, like, gnomes and that kind of thing.
All right, 5 stars. Best in the city.
And he says, yes, rate us on guilt.
I shall.
Anybody else have any interactions that they wish to do?
Zach, I would imagine like any cleric would have some kind of a book toward their deity, right? Like a tome.
Yeah, you do have that as an item.
Okay. I guess she would just, get that ready for her trip to the Talos chapter. And probably like bring her priest pack with her. But maybe like leave the rest of her stuff in her room. Like obviously she'll have her weapons and stuff like that too, but like her
A lot more of like the miscellaneous stuff you're offloading. You're not in traveler mode right now.
Correct.
Got it. Okay, got it. Any more small little interactions here before going to your own little locations?
I don't think so.
Albert is finally freed from the cage.
If we're all in this Hunkadar's house, like, are all of our rooms like next to each other, or are we kind of spread out all over the place?
If you guys pay extra, he would be able to move other people and such like that. But if you're just going with requisitions, it is a bit spread out.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Okay. Can we have a map just to mark it? Like, can we get like small like markers just for who's got whose room?
No, that's like a minutia detail I don't need to make anything for right now.
Oh, I'm not asking for like an actual like map or anything. This is more for like Quill asking for that.
I mean, I would imagine like there's a couple of people in between each person. Maybe one person's on the left, one person's on the right side of the hall. Like we're maybe
What are
on different
what are
floors.
the room numbers? Our group's room numbers.
Yeah, no, the room numbers you can get, like an actual formal map, that's not something that you would just have offhand.
I'm not asking for that OC. I'm asking that's more of an IC Quill.
Okay. Yeah, no, he'd say, oh yeah, well, this is your number, this is their number, and yeah.
Okay. Just in case we need, somebody needs to frantically run to another person's room, wake them up.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Anything else?
I mean, Civ would just parade herself out of the inn, whether anyone notices or not.
No, I'm just kidding. My favorite. That's the song I was trying to emulate.
Pillarmen. Was that Pillarmen?
I'm sorry, BRB again.
I don't know. Okay.
Pretty good.
So if that's the case, though, I'm going to move you all to your respective locations. Civ, you're going to the Bent Helm.
Whee!
So,
She...
I don't know if you guys can you see your token or no?
It's behind the text. But yeah.
I can't change that, so is what it is.
Okay.
What if we put them
Um,
on the border, like around it, like put them on the corner, and we'll know, like if they're within here.
Like
then,
that?
yeah, then we know
Yeah.
they're there.
Okay,
Yeah.
that works too. Quill, Magic Emporium.
Yep. Whee!
Lyra, Bazaar.
Yes.
Brightside, the bazaar is bigger, so I'm able to put you within the bubble.
Yes.
And the party icon I'll just use is, hey, this is where Withers is.
Makes sense.
Raina, did you want to go with Alcar to the smithy, or did you want to just go straight to the Talos? Please.
I don't know that she could really, like, feasibly afford anything. Because it seems like anything she'd want to use as an upgrade is going to be more gold than what she has.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, I mean, She might stop along just to get prices, but if anything's more than 200 gold, she's gonna keep going to the chapel.
At a glance, yeah, you're not going to be able to find any deals there below that, so...
Yeah, so she'll just keep going to the chapel. I think earlier I called it a tapel because I combined Talos and chapel. Said
Chapel.
chapel. And I was like, wait a minute, what did I just say?
The Tapple Chapel.
Yeah.
All right, so I believe I have
I'm back.
everywhere. All right, welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm gonna use the rest. Actually, I need everybody to roll me D100s. Everybody, blind GM, blind GM.
Blind GM, okay. Yes, sir.
So I get back to public.
Okay. All right, so let's see. I'm thinking I'm gonna go. So what do you guys? Do you guys care if I go right to left or what order I do it?
No, I'm cool
Nope,
with
don't
whatever.
Not really. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. I'm just gonna go from right to left then. We'll start with Quill.
Hi.
Bye. No. So as you walk through the city and such, again, I feel like you're kind of getting hit with the fucking living diff. Because of just like how nice the streets are. Obviously, how that's kept and such like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really something that you kind of. It's one of those things. There's multiple factors, but yeah.
Yeah.
As you get to the,
nice. Why is it so nice?
As you get to the Magical Emporium, you actually see it is very much hustling and bustling with people walking in and out, buying potions and stuff like that. Some people who are of the more arcane knowledge people. Some people who are quite obviously doomsday prepper being like, the end is now, the cultists are coming. Buying stuff. And as you enter in, you're greeted by roll me Arcana.
Oh, sorry.
And make sure it's public.
Okay, thank you for catching that. I would have got
everybody, just reflexively set yourself back to public each time. Okay, even with a 10, you're able to recognize that this is an illusion that's almost like a almost like a hologram kind of thing of a representation of the shopkeep. Hello, weary traveler. Welcome to the Magic Emporium. I would like it if you insert the expletive here.
I'm sorry?
But you
Sir, your illusion is breaking.
It pops like a bubble.
Oh, damn.
And you hear him say, damn it, that's what I get for trying to make 20 of them.
Spare yourself a little bit.
A little bit, little one. And you see as the man who is obviously the non-illusion one of it. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm sorry. I'm a student of the. My name is Quill Alamorn, of the student of the Academy of Neverwinter.
Oh, Academy of Neverwinter. I heard they recently started that back up.
Yes, they did. I'm proud to announce I'm one of the first students to have enrolled there. It was
very nice.
I was just wondering. I'm a student. My focuses tend to focus towards the conjuration extraplanar matters. I wouldn't suppose you have any books or lodgings on such topics, do you?
I think I do. Actually, I'm not selling as many books now. What with talk of cultists and such like that, it appears that people kind of have their heads in a tizzy, if you will.
I know, everyone's trying to formulate their own opinions and not doing the research on it.
Well, it's one of those things where you also have to. You are very, very correct on the theoretical. However,
It is the field and the practical, young one, that you must understand. He says,
Of course.
when a little bit hard to try and think of advanced surgery when a man is bleeding out and you're in triage, no?
Oh, you're right. I tend to
Thank-
get in my head a little bit. Apologies.
No worries, no worries. I'll see if we have some books for you.
Okay.
And he kind of gets on a high ladder and he starts kind of looking through a couple of different books. I'm going to do a couple of behind-the-scenes roll with some physical dice.
Sweet. As he's,
Um,
while you're doing that, can I talk to him? Just
Sure.
casual things. Where did you study, if I may ask?
And he says, "Oh, I studied in the college in Waterdeep."
Oh, well, that's a prestigious academy. What was
Hey,
it like? What?
One sec.
Yeah.
Sorry. Now continue.
What was the curriculum like there?
Brutal. He just says as he slides on the ladder, he takes 2, then 3 books out, and he slides them on, and he says, "These talk a lot about different planescape theories, along with the different type of astral, the way that the astral plane fits into it." They said-
Ooh.
And he says, "I can part with it for about 20 gold." Not a little bit too rich for your blood, I see.
I unfortunately, yes, I do live on a student stipend still.
Mm. Do you have a college ID? No, I'm just kidding.
Actually, I do.
And he says, give me an idea of your price point. And free is not an option.
7 gold.
He looks over and he starts kind of thumbing through a couple of the different ones. Well, little bit less on the planescape itself and the more advanced topics. However, this one specifically talks about nautiloids on the astral plane. I can part with it for 5 gold.
Sure, I'll take it. Question: How long did it take you to create that specific illusion spell of yours? I think I've seen 107 wandering about.
He goes, well, one of them was pretty much one of the finals for one of my classes. But so I pretty much just tried to do multiple of them. Took me a couple of months to do.
Oh! Actually, I have something that may potentially sweeten the deal if you would be willing.
I'm listening.
And Quill's gonna pull out Van Ricken's Guide to Castle Ravenloft.
Ooh, yes! And he kind of looks at it, and instead he says, "No gold transfer required." He gives you both the nautiloid ship and the one on the astral plane.
Hey, thank you very much.
I says, "Yes, thank you so much. I've been waiting to get my hands on this one."
Oh, it's a collector's edition item?
Kind of to the right people, that is.
Yes.
Some people don't exactly care for monster slaying.
Well, that's all done. Even, as you said, theoretical is one thing, but sometimes the practical needs to be applied as well.
Using my own words against me. Can I help you with anything else?
Well, unless you have an area for general magical practice or whatnot, do you happen to have something just for not?
And
Sorry.
he goes, "That would fit within the price point of what you're looking for? Unfortunately, no. I'm sorry."
Let's see. Do you have any new robes? Not even looking for anything magical, just nicer robes, maybe.
Oh yes, we have a couple of nicer robes here that might be more fitting of your stature. 2 gold.
2 gold. All right. I'll give it. Here you go.
Thank you very much. I hope you have yourself a pleasant day. And he hands you. Go ahead and just add as a miscellaneous item. Finer robes.
Yeah. And I do apologize for the books not being in the best of states.
Oh, don't worry. I have seen far worse. Now, I hope you have a great rest of your day.
I shall. Thank you very much. And you might want to check that one illusion over there. It's currently spinning.
Damn it, not again! He says as he runs over.
What do I call the other two books?
Just put Astral Plane book, Nautiloid book.
Okay.
Those are like, and I'll know what they mean.
Okay. And after that, Quill's just gonna, I guess, find a comfortable spot to read. Do some reading.
Very cool. Lyra, Civ, both of you are kind of equal distance away from Quill. Either of you have a preference?
Mm-mm.
None at all.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a D2 then. One is Lyra, two is Civ.
I'm with Lyra going first if she wants to go first, but yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
For some reason, Alcar rolled it because I had his token selected. Alcar's like, I'm God now. No,
Tack.
Okay, so Lyra, you find yourself in the hustle and bustle of the bazaar. It is massive. Have you ever been to like a street fair, right?
Yeah.
Where like a bunch of like different stands. Imagine that, except like it takes up like what would be almost like the size of a small town, pretty much.
Oh wow.
Like just tents, stands everywhere.
What's the distance between the like aisles?
There's
Just out of curiosity.
They have like a good, like I'd say 4 or 5 people, I guess is the best way to say it. But there's a lot of people, so it's like it fills up.
Okay. So you said in the southern area of the bazaar would be the where I would want to go.
Yep, for the for the specific merchant guild that you said.
Yeah.
My mind is blanking on the name right now. There's
Yeah,
a lot of
reindeer.
things. Thank you. Reindeer. This is what happens when you give me everything to learn. I'm looking at all of you, players. No, but so it's not hard to find them. Yeah, the way you actually are able to kind of, and I'll kind of move your token to reflect that too, is that it's almost like the area is almost like a outdoor greenhouse sort of feel. Like, you know, when you step inside of a greenhouse and the smells and like the different sort of like humidity of the air and all that. That's what that kind of section feels like as you step in.
It's so pretty.
And as you're kind of like looking through, there are a couple of different stands that all have the symbol of a green squirrel on them. Or deer, not squirrel. Why did I think squirrel? Grandma.
I'm so confused.
Grandma. Green deer.
Okay.
Ugh.
So, what does it appear to be at each like shop to be sold? Like, what types of shops?
Herbs. Some like kind of more like some of them are even like purely just like lumber like yards to a degree, but it's all like fresh lumber. It's not like cut trees or anything like that. It's almost like, hey, these are saplings for trees that you can plant so that you can, start your own wood harvesting and such. There are, some that are like, druidic focuses to a degree, herbs, remedies, and you actually notice that some of them are even selling some spell components for certain druid things.
Okay, so I want to look at the component.
Okay. So you go to a stall and you go to and there is a man there and says, hello, how can I help you, young lady?
Well, I'm kind of looking for some ruby dust.
Ruby dust. What quantity and what for might be able to help me?
Let me pull out my stuff so I can figure that out. It's
No worries.
50 gold piece.
Oh, yes.
There it is. It just says ruby dust worth 50 gold piece.
Okay, and what's this for?
Continual flame.
Okay, continual flame. All right, so ruby dust for 50 gold, which the spell consumes. Got it.
Mhm.
All right, so if that's the case, he says, yes, and he kind of like goes over, and you actually notice that there's like almost like this little box that's like sealed, and he pulls it up and like scoops it up and puts it into a bag. Oh, this is 50 gold.
Would you be able to offer a discount for one of your own?
One of your own. And like, do you have like a symbol that you have with you or something like that?
Well, yeah, sure.
Well, you gotta keep in mind if
Yeah.
he doesn't know who you are, so I gotta give context
Yes,
here.
yes. I will give you a symbol.
Just like, I'm one of you. How do I know?
I'm one of you!
Just cause.
Do you trust me?
You trust me?
Fucking trust me, bro.
Yes, bro.
Nothing says I'm a druid like using wild shape.
It's fair.
And he goes, yes. That will be 35 gold.
Haha!
Well, thank you.
And do you want me to give a little bit of context about the merchant thing? Just the merchant part thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
So what she has is actually a symbol of the green deer. She is a guild merchant. So that helpful backgrounds, everybody! Yay!
Yay!
Huzzah.
So,
So you're able to pay 35 and go ahead and just add as like a benign loot item.
Mm-hmm.
You
Okay,
know,
I'll add
that.
it. Yeah.
All right, perfect. And yeah, that'll be 35 gold. And
You got it.
Oak Father's blessings. He just says with a smile.
Yes. I don't know.
It's okay. You can say or do whatever you want.
What-
If you don't want to do much, it's fine.
Wait, I didn't even hear you. I'm sorry. What did you say?
He said Oak Father's blessings. So that is a sort of almost that is a very like druidic greeting.
And to you, sir.
All right. Is there anything else you're looking for?
I don't know if it would be in the same area, but I am looking for, I guess, a smithy or someone who does leather work.
Okay, so you're looking for like the leather work specifically within the
Yeah, for armor.
Okay, there would be a leather crafter not far by. So, let's see. Another one says, "Hello, ma'am. Oh my goodness, you're so tall."
Well, thank you. I'm hoping you can help me find some studded leather.
And he says, "Oh, studded leather. Let me see. This is the voice I have apparently right now. So, yes, I have a fine piece. 45 gold for studded leather.
Alright, and can I trade you also my current leather to equal it out to like 35?
Used leather like this, and she like, I'm assuming you're just gesturing to what you're wearing.
Yeah.
And he goes, it'll knock it down to 40.
Alright, we can do that.
Alright, go ahead and delete your leather, and do you want me to add that for you, the studded leather?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll go ahead and take care of that for you.
Thank you. And I'll take 40 out. Okay.
Okay, and just make sure to equip it.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And it says, look at you. Stunning. Thank you for your business, madam.
Oh, thank you for the leather.
Alright, is there anything else you're after?
Oh, that is it.
Alright, where would you go now? And this is just to know where you'd be going before I move on to the
Probably
next player.
Heading towards the bent helm just to go join up Civ and get a drink.
Gotcha. Speaking of Civ the Shiv.
hi there.
So as you're walking and on your way to, you know, to the bent helm, you feel yourself like somebody jostles by and bumps you. Because I'm assuming like you're almost like sashaying, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
And you get bumped by somebody. Oh, watch it! He just says as he's walking by you.
Oh, so sorry, my good man. I need to be better about watching where I'm going. That's it? She checks her gold and her belongings.
Okay. You feel a letter is in your pocket.
Alright, how far am I from this inn?
Oh, not far at all. Like,
Is there
you're-
like an alcove or like a shaded spot in the exterior of the inn where she can just pause before going in?
Yeah, like an area where you could just kind of like chill for a second. Are you and do what you wish.
Yeah. So she'll just kind of like settle in that area and open the letter.
Okay. It says on it, "Meet me when you can, Gammy."
Ooh.
Ooh.
Gammy's in town.
Gammit!
She smiles to herself and goes, "Oh, Gammy."
So,
And she tucks it away. She tucks it away into her belongings.
Okay.
And then enters the bent helm.
All right, the bent helm. So as you step in, there are tons of people, very big range of people, everything from, those that are a little bit more poor to those that have a little bit more money. There's even a couple of off-duty or the gauntlet guards that are inside, getting a pint before getting back to work sort of thing.
Nice. She's gonna sort of sashay towards the bar, but as she's doing that, I'm not sure what kind of role this would be, but I wanted to sort of do a general sort of survey to see where, like, the conversations are happening. Are there any huddled conversations? Or does it seem like there's, like, one person who's sort of holding court and talking about important shit? Other
Give
people
me
are, like, around them, that sort of thing.
Two different blind GM rolls. A perception, then an insight. And make sure they're blind.
Got it. Perception and then insight. Both of which I am shitty at. Alright. Roll number 1. Roll number 2.
And that's blind GM, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So as you're kind of walking in, overall for a bit, it's a little bit hard to get your bearings. There are a lot of people, a lot of different conversations going out. It is a little bit harder to try and figure out sort of who's having the no, you know what I mean? But you do pick out that there's a couple of different people who are talking, and one so there's two different conversations that seem to be of note. So I'm going to describe kind of what they look like, and then you have to tell me if they are which conversation would be the one you'd hone in on.
Got it.
One seems to be between a townsfolk and a Order of the Gauntlet, like paladin, what have you. The other one seems to be between two that look like merchants. So
convo between merchants. Got it.
So which one would you say Civ would be more interested to kind of listen in on, would you say?
The conversation between the merchants.
Okay. So you listen in and kind of describe to me kind of how Civ is like chilling. Is she just like, does she like order a drink? Does she, what does she do?
Yeah, she would first see, is there like another table behind them or next to them where she could sort of like hover or chill, so she's not directly in front of them?
Give me a blind GM
Anyway,
roll d20. This is random chance to see if there is a spot open.
Okay, just a d20. And yeah, public or private?
Blind.
Blind, sorry. Okay, got it.
There happens to be a stool on the bar nearby.
Nice. She will take her stool, order a glass of wine, and keep her ears open.
Okay. He says, yes. Seems like things have been quite interesting since we've learned that, these dragon cultists have been coming about. He says, yes, indeed. It appears that currently it's been a rush of different supplies to get into the town. Indeed. We'll have to be ready to line our pockets. We have some eager customers coming in. And they kind of clink their glasses together. Yes. But my question is that how are we going to get around our little supply issue? That is a little bit of a damper, but I have a couple of sources that I think are more than willing to lend a hand. You don't mean... Oh, yes, I do. Well, you know the city's policy on skullduggery as well as anything involving the more nefarious arts. But the last document for requisitions I saw did involve a lot of zeros. And both of them go, oh! I guess the best way is like they kind of like feed off each other.
Interesting. Okay. And Civ is sort of sitting next to them, adjacent to them, on a stool. So she would just dramatically kind of take her cloak off and peg it under the bar table, so that they can just see her. And then she just kind of raises her glass at the barkeep and kind of looks around in their direction, seeing if they notice her or not.
I'm gonna do some private GM rolls, see if they do. Nope. None of them notice you. That was a laughably bad roll.
Oh no.
So it's not that, like, you're... It seems that you're going to have to be a lot more overt, as it appears that they must be very interested in their own conversation, if that makes sense.
Right. And what do they look like?
Two older gentlemen. They're adorned in decently nice finery that would indicate that they're... It's not so much of nobility, but more so of the caliber of merchant that they are. These are kind of not the highest rollers, but decently high rollers. You know what I mean?
Okay. She will be more overt and sort of glide over to them with her glass.
Okay.
And introduce herself.
All right.
Like, well, hi there, gentlemen.
Just for good flavor, like, because you're really, really trying to sell it, right? Roll me performance.
Okay.
You guys, I believe in you.
Oh, sorry, blind GM. I had it set on blind GM.
That's okay. Don't roll again.
Okay.
Because I can do this.
Ooh.
Yeah. So if we accidentally get one, I can do that.
Nice.
So, you all, and yeah, no, totally you all, because everybody's there now. No, I'm just kidding. And so, they go, ooh, well, hello, madam. What is your name?
Hardly a madam. Hardly a madam. I believe the term you are looking for is Miss. And she extends her hand. Miss Sphera Rare.
Ah, charmed, very charmed. These two individuals, I don't necessarily have names, so I'm just gonna say, Merchant 1, Merchant 2. For the specifics of this portion. And they say, quite charmed. What kind of business does a lovely, lovely lady such as yourself have here?
And she tinkles her glass with theirs, and then she says, she's like, fancy that you would ask. I've only just come in from Baldur's Gate. I work in requisitions for Gammy's Gears. I don't know if you've heard of them or not, but they deal with all your manner of sundry supplies over in Worm's Crossing.
Okay. So you haven't given them any reason to check for you to do a deception yet, but you almost did. So they go, well then, we are responsible for some of the shipping districts that over here that are docked within Elturel. We make some of the higher decisions, if you catch my drift. Yes, me and my associate are quite adept, if you will.
Oh my. Honestly, I do feel rather overwhelmed. I'm but a lowly clerk, and I deal mostly in on-land and overland deliveries. I'd be fascinated to know more about shipments, on the other hand. Would y'all like another round, perhaps? I wouldn't want to take up your time without making it worth your while. And then she leans in a little forward so they can see her cleavage.
Oh God. They seem very much, yeah, why not? As they kind of regard, says, we'd be delighted. In fact, actually, we were about, I believe my associate, if I'm getting this correctly, oh, you really are. And he goes, to buy you some drink.
Why, me? Goodness, I couldn't. If anything, I'm taking up your time with my foolish questions. I mean, I am not as auspicious as either of you. I would feel terrible being a mooch.
And he goes, oh, nonsense. Our purses can more than take the hit, madam. Or, shall I say, miss.
Much better. Well, very well then. Just the one. I can't let it get to my head.
Okay. So, what is the game plan? Just so I don't have the time monopolized on this. Just because I feel like we could do this we could do this forever. It's funny.
We could. So I feel the same way. Just know that she's very interested in kind of finding out more about their plans, what they do in shipping specifically, maybe who they answer to. They seem like they're really high up in the business. So, sort of within that realm.
Okay. It appears that...
Yeah, she's just trying to kind of, squirm into their good graces and also isolate one of them. Something I want to do later.
Okay, so is that something you're hey, set this aside for something later to do, sort of thing?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be now, but just know that she's going to sort of target one of them. Especially the one that's engaging with her more. she'll be more intimate with that one than the other one.
Okay. So if that's the case, then you would find out that they're actually part of the Mercantile Guild, which is a large shipping company that runs throughout the pretty much this entire river all the way through to Baldur's Gate. So in a
She
way,
has their name.
what's up?
She has their names.
Yes, I said for now, Merchant 1, Merchant 2.
Merchant 1, Merchant 2.
We'll deal with the names later. I'll say that Merchant 2 is a little bit more handsy. So if you're wanting to make that play of, hey, let's, meet in other circumstances or something like that, go ahead and tell me how she says that, and then we'll do a roll.
She'll sort of lean forward and giggle, and she'd be like, "My God, do you work out? Because I can see your biceps bulging through your jerkin."
Your delight. Yes, I do indeed. Sit-ups every day.
Why, I've sort of neglected my health lately. I was wondering if you could show me some moves.
Like, he kind of, looks at his buddy, kind of like, and then the other one's like, damn it, okay. Kind of like when two guys are, wingmanning for each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd be more than delighted. Feel free to come to the...
And he basically details the, whatchamacallit, let me pull it up. It says, I have a deluxe suite over at the Oar and Wagon Wheel Inn. Meet me there.
Oar and Wagon Wheel?
Yep, and I'll go ahead and mark where that is.
Wow, you are not afraid to splurge, I see.
Not at all.
Man after my own heart.
But do you have to leave now?
No, not at all. I figured I'd just hang around for a couple of drinks.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to attempt here?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, cool. And I'm not trying to rush. It's just more so of making sure that there's enough time for just everybody, right?
Absolutely. I was worried that we were running over, so I'm good. I've
Yeah,
gotten
no.
all the info I need for now.
Okay,
Thank
cool. Alcar, Reyna, do either of you have a preference of who goes first?
You can do Alcar first. We can just keep going.
That would
now.
actually be great because I plan on Alcar joining Reyna at the Talus Chapel after he's done at the smithy. Not to interject or say anything, but he just wants to see what goes on in the chapel.
Okay, so as you get there, you find pretty much a bunch of hammers slamming down and tinging. You know how loud it is being in a single smithy with the amount of pounding?
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine 30 anvils going off at once. And you hear one man who appears to be the foreman, who is, roll me a d12. He is also an elf.
Hell yeah.
And he says, excuse me, sir, if you have a requisition, there's a specific line specified for that. We have a lot of work to get done.
Oh, no requisition. I'm just here to peruse the wares.
I see. What are you in the market for?
Well, actually, I was hoping I could find a discount breastplate.
Discount breastplate.
I
Are you
have
meaning
some
used?
things that used would be adequate. I also have some things I can post up as a trade to maybe lower the price even further.
I see. You're looking for a breastplate of sorts. What is on the I guess of you to sell?
Well, I have this splint mail that I'm wearing now, very good condition, of dwarven make, and a short bow.
Let me bring up the prices. And what is your price point of how much gold you're willing to spend? He says as he's like regarding it. And roll me insight real quick before you answer. You don't really sense the same kind of haggling to try and upsell you that you do get from a lot of people. He seems genuinely like, okay, what are you willing to pay? Okay, that's what you want to trade? Okay. So, yeah, just wanted to give you that information before continuing.
Alrighty. Well, I only have about 100 gold on me at the moment, which is why I was looking for something at discount.
And he says, anything at discount has already been probably melted down and such. So, you have the splint mail, the short bow, and 100 gold. That would... it's of dwarvish make. He says as he's like scratching his chin. You'd be short 75.
Damn. He starts rifling through his pack.
He kind of looks. So, yeah, I'll let you rifle through your pack if you're actually doing that.
Yeah, I am at the moment. The only other thing I can see is the greatsword, but I'm pretty sure that's not worth 75 gold.
Nope.
Yeah.
Do you have any other items in your inventory that you'd be willing to part with at all, or no?
Well, I did have the immovable rod. However, I no longer have that.
I have it now.
Yeah, he's gonna ask, would an immovable rod be worth 75 gold?
1 second. Let me see if I can find the price index on one of those. He quirks a brow and he says, "You'd be able to, if you gave me that, you would receive 100 gold with the trade of the armor."
Ho ho! Excellent. I'll be right back. And he's gonna sprint across town to the Magic Emporium.
Okay, so hold up, because that is a long distance. Is everybody looking at the map?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Civ.
As you pass Civ just goes, bye!
And I'm only running. I'm only running with this just because that would have just been a really short encounter. I hope you're okay with that, Reyna.
That's fine.
Okay, cool. So you're like sprinting through, like and roll me just for shits and giggles athletics to see if any poor bystander gets in the way.
Oh no!
As you plow through a cart that's in the way because of just how fast you're moving, and then you just hear, cabbages! My cabbages!
We did it, everyone! We did the cabbages!
Jules.
Yeah, anybody who watch Avatar: The Last Airbender? You get there, Quill. It is serene as you're just reading this book, finally being able to sit down and just enjoy a written work, finally. Then Alcar comes in. Alcar, go.
You, from the distance, you hear, Quill! 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 Quill!
Quill like leans back instinctively, as he's expecting somebody to go flying by her.
He just like sprints up at like Mach 5 and comes to a very sudden and total stop and right in front of you.
I believe
I need the immovable rod!
What?
I need the immovable rod!
Why?
Reasons.
What are those reasons?
Breastplate!
Are you going to sell it?
Yes.
Why? We could use this, Alcar.
Yes. Better armor. Think I'll be able to sneak with you guys without jingling and jangling.
We don't sneak that much often, anyways.
Yes, we do. We sneak like pretty much every time we come to a city. Think of it, Greenest, Burdusk, that one little place where we were at, the hatchery.
I don't think selling the movable rod is worth it. And besides, it is a common magic item. I think you get more than just a breastplate.
Well,
Couldn't
yes,
you?
I'll actually receive 100 gold.
I don't know if that's worth
I'll give you half of it.
Fine. She hands over the movable rod.
That is fucking gold. I love that. Well, literally, but
I'll give you half of it. Okay.
I love that. I need somebody. I wish there was a way to put that in quotes. I don't know.
I love how he's haggling for what is technically his own item.
He's
Well,
wait, he offered to share the armor?
No, the gold.
No, the gold.
Oh.
Yeah, because he would receive 100 gold if, like, just by giving the magic item alone, he would receive the gold. That's not even needing the trade of the splint for reference.
Got it. I missed that magical item part. I only heard like armor and I'm like, wait, what?
Quill walking around with this giant breast.
I imagine like the breastplate's cut in half, so like Alkar's guarding his left and then Quill's guarding their right.
All right, Alcar, do you sprint again?
Yes. Alucard just kind of like thrusts the rod out. I've got it!
Pink! Ow! My head.
Meanwhile, in the bent helm, there's people talking about cabbage merchants getting run over.
Cabbages!
Civ's like probably a pair of idiots running around town.
Yeah.
Okay, so the rod, the short bow, and the splint, right?
Well, I'm asking, because you will get actually more gold if you're trading those in too.
Yes.
So with that, go ahead and did you remove the immovable rod from your inventory, Quill?
Yeah.
Okay. Remove the splint, remove the short bow. You get, Alcar, 210 gold along with the breastplate.
Huzzah! Alright, let me grab the breastplate from the items. That's in Beyond, right?
Yeah, if you want, I can just add it, because I have it up. Want me to just add it, because I have it up?
I have it right here.
Okay, there we go. It was like taking forever. I'm like, did fucking me.exe fail?
Oh wait, you know what? Actually, can I get the splint back because this lowers my AC?
Let's.
I thought it was comparable to splint, but just had the
Switch them out, and then you have to switch it out, dude, to untick the.
Yeah, see, splint has one higher AC.
So yeah, the main thing you're getting from the breastplate is comparable amount of like armor, but you don't have disadvantage on your stealth, which was oddly the selling point that you gave to Quill. So
Yeah.
Are you still wanting it? Now you actually know what it is.
No, I think I'm gonna stick with the splint. But I'm sure Quill will be happy to receive gold. Yes, Quill?
He'd rather have the immovable rod.
She'd rather have the rod? Okay, then I will return my gold to the previous amount.
So is it kind of like, haha, I feel better. Wait. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. This doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it's one of those situations.
Remove breastplate.
Okay, and I will just sell the short bow then.
Okay, you will get. Let's see. How much is this worth? Sorry, 1 second. You will receive 15 gold.
Okay, and half plate is for sure 19, right? AC.
Half plate. That is 15 plus your dexterity modifier.
Let's see, 15. That would be 18 as well. So I'm guessing like
That's
medium armor, like half plate and breastplate would be.
so maximum. So maximum modifier of 2 though. So actually maximum for your half plate would also be 17. So it'd be comparable to it, but you'd also still get a disadvantage on stealth. For reference,
really?
the markup you're looking at right now is going to be plate. That's the only thing that's going to be a markup.
Right.
With what you're currently dealing with.
Well, I don't even need like a mark up. I don't even need like a 20 AC. I'm just thinking like if half plate would be stronger than a breastplate. But
half plate is technically, like, let me pull it up. Half plate is technically stronger because it's 17, 19. You'd basically just be right back at where it is. There's no real reason for you to get half plate, is what I'm saying.
yeah, okay.
Because it's going to be at the exact same amount, and half plate's 750 gold, dude.
Okay. All right. I will. Well, thank you for your time. I'm sorry that didn't work out.
It's fine. Just yes. Try to research some of it a little bit more before coming here next time. I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that. We just have a lot of weapons and armor to create.
Of course, I did waste your time, and I apologize for that. So, as a way of thanking you, let's see. He rummages through his pack again, and he. What can I give him? He gives him a gold piece.
He takes it, and he just, like, gives you a small nod. Have a good rest of your day, sir.
You too.
And then he sprints all the way back to the Magic Emporium.
Okay, this is the last part for you, and then we're gonna go over after.
And then he just literally like puts the rod in Quill's hand and then sprints to the temple.
Quill doesn't even like look up or anything. She's like, "Thank you."
All right. So, with that, we will cut over to Reyna.
Hi, hi.
Hi. So, as you come to where the chapel was designated, a lot of these chapels, churches, and such like that share similar building architecture, alabaster sort of looking, buildings and such, all created. And let me pull up the symbol for Torm real quick. Or not Torm,
Talos. I think it's 3 thunderbolts, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, 3 lightning bolts. So let me see if I got this image correct. So so you actually see somebody standing outside with this kind of necklace, which would probably be similar to any kind of necklace that you have.
Let me pull it up in the stream. Okay. Yes. She would have the same.
And you notice that comparative to a lot of the other chapels, there's very, very few people around. There's only like one person standing outside, and he has so he has 2 hammers at his side.
She would walk up and pull her Talos necklace out from her armor, just so that he can see that she belongs there. And she would greet him.
He'd bow his head and he says, "Talos welcomes you, sister."
Thank you very much. How do you fare, brother?
Fine. I'll feel better when I'm able to bring righteous wrath down upon an enemy, he says with a chuckle.
Of course. We all know when the storm rages, only the faithful remain calm.
He nods. What brings you here, sister?
Just prayers today. It's been quite a while since I've had a moment of reprieve.
He nods. The tempest stirs, but it does calm for now. And he just gestures with his hand, and as he does, the door kind of opens up for you. And he
Is anyone
says,
else inside?
Brother Ogmok is currently doing some of his prayers.
Oh, Ogmok. All right. Well, I'll be sure to greet him.
He nods. And he, gets back to kind of his more stoic stance. Appears that, and again, like the level of self-discipline he has is extremely, and this is something you're noticing just throughout all of the different Talos worshippers, the ones in the city, that is. And you are allowed entry.
Hooray. She would make her way into the chapel then.
All right. As you step inside, it's a little bit darker, and in Harry Potter, in that giant feast hall, how there are almost like clouds up above and such like that.
Yeah.
You see storm clouds and the occasional crackle of lightning up above you as you step inside.
Love it.
The flash of light kind of illuminating the halls, and you.
So nice.
Oh, what was that?
I just think that's so nice.
Yeah.
Right. You see kneeling at the altar is Ogmok. He is kneeling on one. His giant warhammer is pretty much set to the side. And again, the usual response to lightning and thunder, most people would jolt when it happens. Anybody in this room, I'm assuming also including yourself, doesn't even flinch.
Yes. Reyna would make her way over to the altar, trying her best to not disturb her comrade. And I'm assuming most temples would have a place of offering on a pedestal or a podium or something, right?
Yes, and it would be literally right in front of where Ogmok is kneeled.
Okay.
It's one little addition to it. Sorry.
Okay.
You notice that placed right on it is a weird-looking bass kind of fish.
Interesting. She would rummage into her priest pack, and she would pull out a candle, and she would put it on the altar, the offering altar, and then she would put her hands together over the candle and concentrate, and there would be zaps of lightning kind of being generated between her fingers, and the energy of the lightning would go through the wick, and eventually you would see the candle kind of flicker to life, and that would be her offering of energy to Talos, just as a confirmation that she is his follower and channels the storms. And then she would kneel in front of the altar and just bow her head quietly for a few moments.
When you place it on the altar, an extremely loud lightning strikes as the little bits of lightning electricity kind of spark from the candle.
Ooh. Is what's his name? I don't know why I keep forgetting his name.
Ogmok.
Ogmok, yes. Is he saying anything?
As the lightning strikes, he smirks and he says, "Seems that Talos has agreed with you."
Indeed, it seems as such. I hope you don't mind if I say a prayer out loud.
He shakes his head and he says, "I honor the opportunity."
Thank you very much. She would kind of look up to the ceiling of the temple where the storm clouds are illuminating and dancing with lightning through themselves. And she would take a deep breath and close her eyes. And she would say, "Hold me in your tempest, great Stormbringer. Keep my strength to hand and guide me so that I might channel your wrath on the deserving. I seek the honor of your chaos in the coming hours, so that when the storm descends upon us all, the faithful will remain calm to cleanse the world of the undeserving. I beseech you, Stormlord, grant me, Reina Stormborn, your humble and faithful servant, your favor."
Roll me religion
Okay.
at advantage.
Okay.
As you do, the clouds and such that were around in the sky start to take figure.
Ooh.
You notice as it's slowly kind of like coalescing, you see what appears to be a 5-headed dragon
Ooh.
atop this large battlefield. And right in front of it and before all of it are 5 figures.
Ooh.
And just as this is shown, another lightning strike happens and the clouds disperse.
Ooh.
And you just hear Ogmok just go. It appears that he has definitely heard you.
A glimpse into the future, perhaps.
And he gestures to the 5-headed dragon. I think we know what that is.
Yes, indeed. Quite the troubling image, if you ask me.
What? Why are you fully here, sister? Not the temple. I mean Elturel.
Well, I think you know what's coming. I think you know what's been happening. Everybody here does, clearly. But it goes deeper than that. It's not just Bear Dusk. It's not just Greenest that has been hit. It started many, many years ago. And, well, I suppose I'm here for vengeance.
He nods his head. Good as a reason as most.
And what's
Well.
that to you?
He gestures to the bass that is on the altar, and he says, "That is traditional food of my people. I come from the north. I have always found myself wreaking righteous fury into others. I find myself not knowing what to do at this point. I feel like I have grown complacent. And son of a bitch, another one has disconnected. There they are."
Sorry.
No worries.
Or sorry,
So-
I cut off rather.
Yeah, no worries. All good. And he goes, "I am waiting for orders. I want to meet the enemy head on. Ogmok does not flee. Ogmok does not wait. Ogmok does not wait for the storm. Ogmok is the storm." And as he says that,
He's so cool.
the lightning kind of crackles above.
It seems
I do not...
he agrees
Oh.
with you as well.
He chuckles. "I hope that the road that is leading you and your colorful band of adventurers
aligns with my path.
Perhaps you want to come with us then? We seem to always be getting ourselves right into the middle of everything. Especially if you're feeling complacent here.
That would. And he says, Talos is the one who tells me where to go. If he tells, I will listen. I also have. So far, his messages have told me that I am needed here. Whatever reason that is. If he tells me otherwise, though, you'll be the first to know.
I'd like that very much.
He nods. Where are you and your companions held up?
We're staying at the Honkadar's house for now. Hondakar's house for now. We're waiting on a summons from the man in charge, if you will.
He nods his head. Then, and he stands up from his kneeling position. He picks up the hammer and puts it kind of on his back. Let Ogmok buy a round of drink for friend.
Oh, well, where is it that you call a watering hole?
I mean, he just gestures to. There is he just says, they set me up with small house near High Hall.
Oh, you have your own lodgings.
He nods.
Lovely. All right, well, I suppose I can stop and get a drink with you before I make my way onward.
He nods his head. So, but yeah, no, he also said that, like, if you want him to come with you to the Hondakar's house to basically buy your friends a drink too.
Oh, okay. Well then, do you mind if perhaps we stop over at the bazaar before heading there? I just wanted to stock up on a few items.
Sure, we can do that.
Wonderful.
All right. So, so you're gonna go over to the bazaar with Ogmok.
Mm-hmm.
Guess I'm gonna end up having this NPC around for a bit longer.
Yay!
Yay!
Lyra, you went over to the bent helm.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we're starting to come around our time. So, I'm gonna kind of expedite a couple of things. Again, this is just because I gotta be leaving soon. And whatchamacallit.
Can I just say something that might help you expedite things? Just in terms of our, RP.
Sure.
I wanted to say that Civ would mentally speak with Lyra the second she'd see her enter and say that we're heading back to the inn where we're all staying.
Let us go.
Okay. So you two are on your way back to.
And she'd tell the merchant that she wants to just freshen up at home, and then she'll meet him at his suite.
Okay, gotcha. So Quill, Alcar, would you two be heading back home?
Well,
Yeah.
technically Alcar sprinted over to the temple, so he's waiting outside for Reyna.
So here's how that would work then. So you get there, and so you're just running. You're outside the temple. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Keep in mind, you've been running a lot today.
Yeah.
And there, again, man of Talos outside, two hammers at his side. The door is closed, and he's just standing.
Oh, hello there.
Hi.
I'm looking for my friend Reyna.
I don't know of Arena.
She has this beautiful silver hair.
Silver hair?
And she's a cleric of Talos.
Ah, yes. Then I know of her.
Do you know where she is?
Not at this present time, no.
Is she inside?
I cannot give you that information.
No. I just... no. He's
Well,
not sure how...
And as you're like, are you starting to give like the lower like lip twitch sort of thing?
Yeah,
Right?
with like the puppy eyes.
You see him, no sympathy whatsoever, as he says, the only people who are allowed inside chapel grounds are those that are worshippers of Talos.
Oh, I
Now-
don't have to go inside. I just want to know if she is inside so that I can wait out here for her when she comes out.
Information about other members is also held in highest regard. I do not know you. I do not know if she would want you to have her information.
But how am I supposed to find her?
May I say something to that regard?
Sure.
That sounds like a you problem.
Whoa, I've heard that before. It never ends well.
I love it.
Oh no.
Yeah, Talos people don't mess around.
All right, but when I find her, I'm going to tell her that you were mean to me.
I encourage it.
Wow, brutal. And then he
Hey.
just kind of—he doesn't sprint this time. He just kind of slinks back to Honda Car's house.
So if you're starting to walk away, he just says, as you're going away, those who can't deal with a little rain cannot weather the storm.
Oh, I'm dealing with it. I'm just not happy about it.
Ah, clearly. Yeah. Talos people are not the fluffy, happy, cheery kind of paladins and clerics.
Oh, I know.
So, you all end up consolidating at. And Quill, do you eventually, do you eventually kind of read your fill? I guess is the best way to say it.
Yeah,
before
she's like,
going.
people Alcar could probably come get worried about where I am, so she's gonna start making her gentle way back out to the house.
All right, and Reyna, you wanted to grab some stuff from the bazaar?
Yeah, she just wanted to stock up on some more healing potions.
Okay. Standard are 50 gold a pop.
50 gold. And then the uncommon ones?
Uncommon ones.
Or just the stronger ones? Greater, I mean. Just curious.
Sorry, I'm getting 1 sec.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm getting told we're going to be leaving a little bit before 2, so yeah, I'll be wrapping this up within the next 10 minutes. So, whatchamacallit? I'm sorry, could you repeat your question? I'm so sorry.
You're okay. I was just wondering what the next strength up would cost.
Let me go ahead and pull those up. So, okay. Let's see. So the next up is a greater at 200 gold.
Okay, so party input. I can either buy 4 standard potions of healing, and that's like all of my money with the exception of 4 copper. Or I could buy 1 greater potion, and that's all of my money with the exception of 4 copper.
I say the 4 regular just in case we need people to get people up.
Mm-hmm.
I say it's your money, so you decide which way you want to do this.
Your money, that's just my input.
Okay.
Like,
Alright.
go with your gut instinct on this.
I will do the 4 standard then.
All right, go ahead and remove the gold. Do you already have some healing potions in you that you could just add to the amount?
No, but I can add them from the items list without issue.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just the standard ones then.
Normal.
And Ogmok is going to, like, if you find him, you see him with a new drinking horn at his side. It's like this giant, like, ale horn.
Nice.
I found a knick-knack.
It suits you. I like it a lot.
I do as well. Easier than having to refill smaller cup over and over.
Completely. What's your drink of choice, friend?
Mead.
Excellent. Shall we head
Alright.
over?
Yes, we shall. And you also make your way to the Haunted Car's house. This is the spot where I believe it is a great point to call it for today. You have now all been thoroughly introduced to the kind of holy city. It's very paladin and cleric influenced of Elturel.
I like it.
That
I like it too.
that has been game, everybody. Got some cool little moments of RP here and there, little developments and all that.
Little
And-
shopping.
Yeah, a little bit of shopping, indeed.
Some cardio.
Lots of cardio for fucking Algar. So, yeah, that has been us. We are GameDayHype, and we will see you next time to see what happens on Tyranny of Dragons.
Bye bye.
Thanks for watching.
Bye! Farewell, comrades!